Hi.
There we are.
There it is.
What's up,
Oh, that was
everyone?
abrupt.
Welcome to our first Garrett and Steve live from Chrissy Mayer Studios.
Live from the Crystal Cave.
Yeah, wow, that's right.
Yeah. That's where Steven Seagal wrote that reggae album.
That we
All
can't
of
play
his-
anymore.
We can't fucking play anymore. And that is where, all performers have had their moments of peak,
That
whatchamacallit.
Crystal Cave.
It crystallizes your talent and you go to the next level once you write in there.
It inspires everyone. So many songs have been written about the Crystal Cave, almost all of them. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's 13 tracks, maybe 8. It's one or the other.
No, but you know what I'm saying. The Vajayjay.
Oh,
The Crystal Cave.
is that what that means? I thought he was literally in some cave, because Steven Seagal likes to meditate and he's a karate fellow.
He wrote a song about Punani.
I mean, yeah, actually, all the songs about getting his dick sucked. You're right. Yeah, the Crystal Cave. I think of it as more of a gooey cave, like
Yeah, not hard crystal. Yeah, but
the bubblegum cave.
you look at it and it's like glints in your eye, the crystal. Like, I'm guessing, I don't know.
I think it just sounded cool to him, and he's
That
one
could
of
be
those
true
new
too.
age yogi types who's like, crystals are healing and they have power, and if you write amongst the crystals, you'll land among the stars.
He is a douchebag like that, right? I don't know.
He's a douchebag that got beat up by everyone that he ended up working for because he was a big sissy boy.
But he does like that fake karate, right? Like,
The capoeira.
is that what it? There's that one video where he's just like tossing people to the side constantly, and he's not even trying. But
I'm pretty sure that's capoeira. That's like the energy karate. It's a lot of this and a lot of, I'm going to use your own energy against you.
a capoeira, remember Eddie from Street Fighter?
I was not a Street Fighter guy.
Maybe Tekken. There was
Neither
like
that,
the
neither.
capoeira guy, and he would just spin around on. He was like breakdancing the whole time. Like it was.
Yeah, it's dance fighting.
It's
It's fake. It's not a real thing. It's like we've shown I don't even know if we're doing videos yet, but because I don't know how the demonetization on YouTube works. I'm assuming we can't play shit for the time being anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure how, like, what fair use is, and then, or if like they'll just screw you anyway, and you have to fight it, and you could be right, but then you get screwed in the.
Steve, your mic may be off. Can you hear me now? I have it on my mouth. We can hear you. Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, sorry. This is a brand new setup. This is I bought these are shitty Chinese mics that I got overnighted to my house, and we're just making it work for now. We don't have our final set of equipment yet. This is just to get the show started because we have some time off. We have some, and we wanted to take advantage of that instead of just sitting around eating ice cream every day and I don't know, feeling bad for ourselves.
Yeah.
Did you eat ice cream every day and feel bad for yourself?
I have not. I've actually been going out and kind of doing stuff. Luckily, had stuff planned already, so I kind of been keeping busy.
Man on the town.
Yeah.
I've been doing the opposite.
Yeah.
I gotta transfer the pictures onto this computer so I can show them. But I at around 10 o'clock at night 2 days ago, I was like, that's it. I'm ordering a Carvalanche and I'm eating ice cream.
I don't know what that is.
It's from Carvel.
It's like a sundae.
It's like an avalanche of ice cream.
Wow.
It's too much.
Like
It would be too much.
How many scoops do you say?
It's in like a full shake cup.
Oh, okay. Like a milkshake cup?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's like a mix of ice cream and just toppings, and it's diarrhea fuel. It'll make you shit your brains out. But we have to just get into this right away. This is the first topic on the new show. We have to get into me being fat and eating ice cream, but it's been bugging me for 2 days. What happened with this? I have to fucking send you the pictures because I'm either crazy.
Well, just show them to me. You're right next to me.
No, but I want everybody else to see it too. So here we go. Beep, beep, beep. But how often? I know you don't order food often because
we
hate
do
spending money.
We do Grubhub, maybe once or twice a week, but not from fast food.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know why. It just seems like such a bad thing to do, or not a thing I want to do.
That's the whole point for me. Is if I want to eat shitty, I'll just order out. If I want to eat healthy, then that's what the kitchen's for.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just in my head, like the fries will come cold, or I won't get the right thing that I ordered. Like, I feel like a restaurant's going to care about your order, whereas McDonald's or Taco Bell, they're just like, whatever you're going to get, you're going to get, and there's no complaining.
Or let's just say, I don't know, you strongly suspect the driver has eaten your food.
Really?
Like, maybe that's what I'm talking about here.
I thought they gave like a quality seal on it or something. Like the bag will be stapled or taped shut or something.
The only quality seal I had, and I wonder if I have that picture too, because the guy sent me a picture of myself standing in my doorway because he had to take a picture of the fucking delivery.
Yeah.
I fucking smile for the picture, and the guy just looks at me like I'm a psychopath. And I get the picture on my phone, and my whole neck up is cut out. He just took the picture of
the bag,
me holding the bag with my bare feet and my basketball shorts. And yeah, I looked like quite a fool. But the bag, you can see in the picture, is tied up. Like, so it's like the only safety seal was like, oh, look, what a good knot. The plastic bag is tied in.
So before you show me these pictures, what does a Carvalanche cost?
Well, that's why I've been eating ice cream for days now, because it only costs like $8 to $10, I think. Which in this economy, oh my God. Yeah, it's not too much, but in order to make my 10 o'clock order of ice cream worth it, because I'm sad and fat, I got to order more.
Yeah.
And Caitlin, she didn't want any. So I'm like, I guess I just got to get more ice cream for myself. So if you'd like, there is a container of vanilla and rainbow sprinkle flying saucers. My favorite.
One of the worst desserts.
What?
Let's bite ice cream dessert.
Yeah, let's bite ice cream.
It's the worst. Who wants to do that? Like, I have to like kind of bite on the edge and then mush it with my gums so it doesn't hit the back of my teeth. I can't do it at all.
But okay, the first few bites are nightmarish. Hurt your teeth, hard as a rock.
Yeah.
But the more you hold that thing, and I like to just kind of hold it for a minute or two before I even take my first bite. Because once it starts getting mushy,
you can go to town.
Oh my God, you can start fucking eating it out. Get all the sprinkles up in a few bites, and then you just start mushing the chocolate fucking outsides and start pooping out the ice cream into your mouth. It's an amazing dessert. I can't believe you don't like it.
I can't. I would like it if I had a knife and fork, but how stupid would that be? You know,
you'd be like George Costanza eating a fucking Snickers bar.
Yeah, like the biting of the ice cream is so annoying and hard for me to get around that it's not even worth it to eat ice cream sandwiches. But like an ice cream sandwich is different for some reason. I could eat those more.
Those melt quicker. Those will get to your
and there's less ice cream in between, maybe.
Yeah.
And the bread's thicker on the outside to protect your teeth.
It's more of a mush. I love any good mush. Here we go. All right.
Wait, that is not it.
Dude.
That's it?
Please,
it's like...
Please help me. There we go.
If you had never been to New York City and you were like, oh, I'm going to get a cup of coffee from the guy on the street, that's the size cup it would come in. What are you talking about? Shake size.
All right. Fair enough. But my problem isn't that it's bigger than it looks. I promise you.
Okay.
That's at least a medium or something.
All right.
And it's all pure ice cream. It's not a shake. So you're eating with your big fucking retard plastic spoon. You're eating this delicious birthday cake nonsense. But can you please tell me you notice that there's a full 1.5 to 2 inches of ice cream missing. And this had one of those big plastic caps. So like it had room for it to be piled all the way up to the top with whipped cream and shit. So am I crazy? Or did this fucking little Hindi guy who delivered my food and looked at me weird after I had smiled for the picture, did he not eat all my fucking food?
Did you see scrape marks in there, or do you think he just used his hand?
I threw this fucking plastic spoon away because I'm like, I took one bite with the spoon after kind of realizing it looked low, and I scraped the ice cream off with it, and I was like, ugh, oh god, no. I just ate Indian spit. So I threw that straight in the trash, and then I used my own spoon. But the whole time I felt like I was eating someone else's ice cream. Like someone else got here before. Because not only was a giant amount, in my opinion, missing, it was like melted, like somebody had been eating it. Like, your ice cream starts to melt around the edges.
Yeah.
And someone had been eating it. I'm more confident. So now what do? Do I
You think he had it between his thighs on the way over, and he's just scooping it into his mouth?
Yes. I definitely think that. I also think that when he took it out of the bag and put it back in, because the bag looked all wrinkled and fucked up, so he must have like tossed it to the side, mouth fucked my ice cream.
God.
I'm surprised he didn't help himself to a flying saucer. But then, yeah, he just completely ate my ice cream. I have no doubt in my mind.
So we have getting super chats coming in, I guess.
Super Chads. Chad.
Now, do you know how to access any of that, or that is just all Chrissy's going to be putting it up?
I guess Chrissy's going to be putting it up because I don't know how to do that. Yeah. So those are going to be at the behest of Chrissy Mayer. We'll be seeing some super chats.
Yes.
I guess we're done with the ice cream picture. But...
No, I mean.
Oh, no, you're not?
You're right. It's like. Can people see this? They can see this screen? Okay.
They see exactly what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's 20% gone by far, but easily. But have you gotten one before?
Yes.
And they're filled to the top?
Filled to the brim.
Really?
I have to not take the cap off at first, usually. And I have to eat through the hole in the
God.
Top. This was sunken in so much. I'm like, did they fuck up my order and not send? Did I accidentally order half a cup of ice cream?
Yeah, because the name Carvalanche, you're expecting this awesome thing.
I'm expecting,
and that is a coffee cup filled with ice cream.
My face at the base of an ice cream mountain. Just
Yeah.
while an actual avalanche of ice cream pounds me so hard it buries me and kills me. This was not even a full half a cup.
God, yeah. Man, your first fired snack.
It was my first fired depression fucking comfort eating snack. And it was just, again, like, hey, did you need to get kicked in the fucking balls today? Here you go. Enjoy your ice cream, fatso. Some fucking dirty looking motherfucker at your door ate a bunch of it.
Yeah, you should have took a picture of him to see if he had any wet spots in between his legs from holding the ice cream there.
His chin just had fucking rainbow sprinkles and white stuff on it. I didn't notice because I was too busy yucking it up and smiling for my picture. God, I wish I still had that. I look like fucking 500 pounds in this picture. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I didn't even eat the ice cream yet. I looked like I gained ice cream weight before the picture was even taken.
So have you ordered another one yet, or
No.
you turned sour on Carvel?
I'm not ordering Carvel. I don't. Well, now I'm like, do I order any ice cream ever? These fucking greedy Uber Eats drivers. Can't keep their paws to themselves. They're gonna eat all my fucking ice cream.
Wow. Well, that's your problem. Like you're doing the Uber Eats because that's like a secondary step, right?
Well,
because it's not like Carvel has a delivery person and they send them out. Someone's just like in
that guy.
How much ice cream that guy eats every day.
Just every delivery he takes his piece. His little skim. This guy fucking showed up. He took some skim off the top of my ice cream. Oh, that'd be a nice fat job to have. Maybe if this doesn't work out, I'll deliver ice cream. That could be my job.
Yeah.
I'll just ice cream delivery guy, and I'll just show up with half containers of ice cream. I'll be fucking puking and shitting. I'll be like, I gotta use your bathroom. I gotta use your bathroom right now. I forgot I'm lactose intolerant.
But that would be like working in video games, like something you enjoy, but then once you're there and working in it, I'm sure you get sick of the ice cream. But you don't go home smelling of ice cream every day, at least.
I don't like. Right, you're saying that like that'd be a good thing. I'd love to smell like ice cream every day. It would remind me of ice cream. I think that might be my favorite treat is ice cream.
Wow.
Other than like, a savory pizza, let's say. But like dessert-wise, ice cream might be number one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like I like a lot, but I don't know if I have a favorite. I kind of, maybe ice cream.
What kind of not fucking obese person doesn't know their favorite treat off the top of their head?
Like Oreos. I always liked Oreos. That's always good. But yeah, not
Oreo ice cream.
Nah, never a fan.
Ugh. I'll agree that it's not the greatest because there's never enough Oreo.
Uh-huh.
But if you get a place that Ben and Jerry's it, where they just fucking throw full cookies in the ice cream.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm talking more about cookies and cream or whatever.
Yeah, it's just vanilla. Vanilla with specks in it that aren't very good. All right, should we keep yammering about ice cream or should we talk about why people are here?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I think that's why people tuned in. I don't know if they were like, oh, thank God. I can't get these guys a compound anymore because they got laid off abruptly, but at least I can hear them talk about ice cream.
That's what you came for, right?
It is.
Yeah, so we are on Chrissy's network. To her and Frank for letting us use her StreamYard and super chats and all that stuff. And
well, not her network. It's not her like Chris Pound Media.
No,
it's her YouTube and her StreamYard. So she's basically giving us her entire structure.
Yeah,
which is a giant hookup. So thank you, Chrissy.
Wouldn't you say Chrissy has a network of her own shows?
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah,
I guess you put it because she's the Simcast, the
Manchester
Knights. Manchester Knights, which I've become addicted to.
There's a Friday one.
Well, Friday Night Tights is that's not her show,
but she's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She guests on that show.
So yeah, we're on her channel. We've got fired from Compound. I don't even know how to explain it.
Should we just explain it the way it was explained to us? Here's how that meeting started. Okay, so the long and short of it is, I don't want to waste time. You guys, we're shutting everything down, and you're all fired.
Basically, you're all fired.
Yeah, basically,
yeah.
And we were just like, "That's a good one." Wait, really?
Yeah.
And I just sat there and got sad at first. I feel like you'd be able to see my face just, oh, this is the worst day of my life. And then as the meeting went forward, because, it was Gavin was there in person. Anthony was on Zoom. Odd thing about the meeting was that Anthony didn't even know it was happening that day.
Yeah.
And until like 5 minutes before, he was just on Zoom after the Wednesday show. He's like, all right, kids, I'll see you later. And we were like, you're not staying for the meeting? And he's like, huh? What are you talking about? What meeting?
Like he knew the meeting was gonna happen. He just didn't know when it was gonna happen.
I'm assuming they talked like, hey, Gavin, do me a favor. Can you just fire my staff? The conversation probably happened, I'm sure, but exactly when that is happening, it seemed that part wasn't exactly worked out.
No,
I would think, unless it slipped his mind. Like, oh fuck, that's right. My whole staff is getting the kaput, except for Gino and Chrissy.
Oh, yeah. So
by the way, as it stands now, Gino and Chrissy will be a part of the new Compound Censored merger.
Mm-hmm.
So support them, but make sure you support us first because we got fired and don't actually care if you support.
Yeah, and we're
not a part of anymore.
In that meeting, Luby stood up for you and I really hard and told them they're making a mistake for getting rid of us, and they offered us a 50-50 split at first.
Well, I think it was 70-30.
I think it was 50-50, the first mention of, oh, well, if they have a show, they could do 50-50, like all. And then
like the other shows on the network already do, because he named a couple of them. And it was like,
But then at the end, I think it turned into, oh, I'll do 70-30,
That was after Luby begged and pleaded. She was begging on her knees, begging both legs on the floor. She was like, "You guys got to keep Garrett and Steve." She was really a trooper, trying to fucking, save our jobs.
Yeah.
She even was like, "You don't need to hire me. I'll be a fucking intern. I don't care. But you can't let these guys go." And I almost wanted to just be like, "Stop! If he wants to let us go, I don't need you to beg. Nobody's begging here. If he doesn't want us, he doesn't want us.
Yeah.
That's fine."
I immediately, like, the second he said, basically, you're all fired, I was just like, I don't want to say any. Like, there's nothing to say. What's the point?
I turned into the fucking biggest little sap in the world. I got all sad, and I was like, "Well, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want us to come do a podcast with you? Really? But we have so much fun. Are you sure? Oh, but what if we just don't do it here? We'll do it in a cheaper studio. What if?" And I started suggesting things like a little fucking sissy boy. Like, "Come on, just be can you just be my friend?"
Yeah, because there's a way to figure it out that we could do something else, but
I felt like such a little bitch after that. But in the moment, I'm just like,
yeah,
come on, we all gotta be fired. Are you sure? We all gotta be fired. Maybe there's someone we could grease. Can I grease you? Maybe we all keep our jobs. Like, get a little grease. He didn't want grease.
No.
He wanted to fucking, which that's gotta be fun. Going to someone else's company and going, "Hey guys, you're all done."
Think of all the times Gavin's been fired from high caliber jobs. He got it back in all one round. Like, I'm getting 6 or 7 people here. Here we go.
It was at least 4. It was me, you, Drew, Luby.
True.
I don't know who else got nuked.
E-Rock.
I don't know. E-Rock, I think, might be. I'm not sure, because at one point on one of Anthony's shows, he said he's not sure what he's doing with E-Rock. So I'm not sure what his role is. As far as I know, though, from E-Rock, I heard he's fired.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that changed or if that's the same. I don't know what the hell the deal is with that. But yeah, months before, Don Jameson and Mornin had been cut.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought that was going to be like the end. Like, okay, that's what they needed to trim.
Yeah, the thought was, oh, if they're just cutting 2 shows, I guess we're safe, because why wouldn't they just shut it all? Like, why pay the rest of the shows for 2 more months?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
I like to think that of it as a nice thing, like they just liked us better.
Mm-hmm.
the only reason that but yeah, it just seems it wasn't entirely figured out until it was already happening. And then,
totally.
Yeah, that's the way I picked up on. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, like Gavin didn't even know we were off this week from Compound. Like, he was like, "So when's the studio closing?" And we were like, this was after the Wednesday Compound Censored show, and we're like, "Tomorrow." And he's like, "What?" Like, yeah,
that's another thing where I'm like, is that on purpose? Like, did he ask you when's the studio closing because he knew exactly when it's closing? He was just making sure you knew when it was closing. He
seemed shocked, and then was like, "Oh, well, I guess we got to get people in here."
He's shocked. He's the one who said this is your 2-week notice.
I know, but he thought we were working this week for Anthony's show.
No, we're on vacation. Those emails went out a month and a half ago. That was another thing where I'm like, "Oh, we're safe," because it had been up in the air since Anthony finally firmly moved down to South Carolina. That we were like, "Okay, are we all actually keeping our jobs?" Or is he kept saying he's keeping the studio open, so we're like, we have no reason to believe otherwise. But at the same time, just it doesn't make sense. Like, we all kind of came to the same conclusion of, like, logically, why would he keep this open? There's 4 of us here in New York, and there's one of him, the main show and owner of this, fucking in another state entirely. Never not never, but he would only come up once a month, if that.
And there were only 3 shows coming out of that studio.
Yeah, and 2 of them feature me. And Anthony doesn't even know who I am.
Oh, no, I guess 4 then, right? Because In Hot Water, Chrissy, you and I, and then the dump. So, yeah, sorry, 4.
I was talking the dump, In Hot Water, Chrissy, and then this.
Yeah.
But the dump and this I combine into one thing. Because it's like, it's when people see me for too long. The fucking 6 hours a week plus.
So yeah, we got fired and we've now made a Patreon. So if people want to join that, we have a bunch of new tiers going on. We're going to figure out how much access to everything we get. We don't know how many shows we want to do. We want to do shows at
Our
least,
old schedule, like 4 days a week.
yeah,
As if it's feasible.
at least this week and see what, what happens. So yeah, if we get a lot of Patreon subscribers, we can make that a dream.
Yeah, exactly. We can keep doing this. Or, we could not. It's all up to everyone who likes us or doesn't.
And us, for
we're going to put the work in. It's just, what's going to be returned? Who knows? But I have the Patreon here. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't put this up. This is my page. I want to see the one that everyone else sees.
Yeah, there's usually a button somewhere.
This will be fun for everyone. I am a retard. I don't know how to do stuff.
So yeah, let us know how our microphones sound. We have no idea if we're loud or soft or any, we can't hear ourselves back right now, or any sort of criticism about the background or the lighting, but
right,
we're gonna eventually get better stuff and maybe find a new place or something so we don't have to bother Steve's wife and kids.
No, my son loves this. Today on In Hot Water, he literally wouldn't give me 5 seconds to do the show. The second I had him over here, you guys heard it on the show. He threw that big board
oh my God.
on the floor. It sounded like a car crashed in my fucking living room. And I was just like, listen, I got to sign off and come back. He knows, like, if I'm on my phone or if I'm just doing something, he's like, hey, you're not paying attention to me. Even if all you pay, like, he'll be sitting there playing with his toys. As long as I'm just watching him, he's in another world. He doesn't give a shit that I'm there. But as soon as I start doing my own thing, he's like, hey, what are you doing? The baby needs attention. Where? And he'll start throwing stuff. And I'm just like, okay, you're definitely my son.
Nice.
Hello, boys. I'm going to bring up some super chats.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yes.
That
Okay.
helps
Okay.
out a lot.
I didn't know. I didn't want to intrude, but they're
No,
piling
please.
up. And
During
there's
our
so
hot
much
ice
love.
cream talk.
There's so much love and support. From Rocky Pintosi. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Rocky.
Glad I could kick this off. Break some legs. Sirius will be calling soon.
I don't know if I want them to call.
Yeah, definitely not. I do not want to work for Sirius. That's the problem with, getting fired from this job is I don't want to work in a corporation. I can't work in a corporation. I don't, I don't know how to do it anymore.
We were the biggest spoiled brats
Spoiled
in the world with that fucking job.
Uh-huh.
It was because the job itself was, once everything stopped, once we have everything working, and basically we were troubleshooters because every day we had the same routine.
Yeah.
And if everything just worked, all we did was come in and hang out with funny people doing fucking like ridiculous shows. And I fucking missed the heyday when I had a bunch of different shows. It ended up towards the end, I would do my own show and In Hot Water and go home. That was it. that was a dream come true. That was just like, this is the best job in the world. I'm literally doing my own show and In Hot Water, I'm getting paid for it.
The only other better job was Drew, who just came in for Anthony's show half the time. And then sometimes Chrissy's show, and then sometimes our show.
The funniest thing in the world to me is when he'd be like, I can't make it in. I have this thing I got to do. And I'm like, Drew, you got to be here for 2 hours. You can't, you got to miss 2 hours.
All right. Sorry for interrupting you, Chrissy.
Also, Garrett and Steve are getting super chats. So don't think that I'm just being a Jew and collecting all your super chat money that you're sending into these guys. Just wanted to clarify that. And we are simulcasting to Garrett and Steve's YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to Garrett and Steve on YouTube. From Steve C, will you guys call Gino and tell him he's gay?
Sure. I'll do that right now. This is a special request show. If you want me to do stuff, I will probably do it. I'm very much, because the thing about doing this is it's actually exciting. We were pretty upset about getting fired because we were very settled in where we were. Now this is a completely new thing, which means I can fart into a new microphone and turn it brown. But I guess it's not as exciting as someone who, gets fired from NPR and now they can do their gay porn podcast. We were already literally doing whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
So no matter what, and YouTube at this point might restrict some of the shit we're gonna do, and that bugs the fuck out of me. Because on Compound we could just play whatever videos, say whatever we wanted to say. I'm gonna miss that a whole fucking hell of a lot. It was definitely the best place in the world to work. That's why we're all very upset we don't fucking work there anymore.
You got him?
I forgot. He's not in my phone as Gino. He's in my phone as Gary Biscayne. From years ago when that was his name, yeah.
Would Gino win a Gino call?
Oh my God! Did you call to say I love you? Is it not time yet? Not yet. Don't
Gino.
blow it. Don't blow it. Relax. Calm down, Gene. Calm down. Big chance. Hi. Who's this?
Gino, you're gay. All right, bye. Got it. Done. All right.
Thank you.
From Marshall Beaupre.
Ooh, hey, Marshall.
Thank you for the $9.99. Thank you, Gavin, for the new Garrett and Steve studio.
Yes, welcome. I hope the wallpaper hurts your eyes.
It looks better from far away than when you're zooming or whatever and it's close up.
I actually think it looks cool. I like it. And like my wife said to you before, when I took too many psychedelics and I fucking fried my brain, and every day I just saw TV static and I was all fucked up and anxious. Looking at this wall was like some kind of nightmare. Because if I just stared at it, it would move a lot, and it just felt like I would like get dizzy. Just
I feel like even if I like wipe my hand in front of it, it screws with my eyes. Like everything just blurs. Yeah, there's too many lines. Thank you, Marshall.
Yes, thank you, Marsh.
From Podcast Media, thank you for the $5. Happy Monday, guys. Love you.
Love you.
Podcast Media.
PM.
From Ken Mosca, thank you for the $19.99. Hey, fellas.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, fella.
He's the one that golfed with Gino, right? In Max Loads in Atlantic City.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't him. It was some other Ken Mosca.
From Doogie7626, thanks for the $9.99. Love the new background, boys. Happy to have been with you for the last one. Happy to be here for a new one.
Thank you, Doogie.
Oh boy, is this what it's gonna be? Just
I know.
We get ready to we just go, thank you. Oh, very nice. Oh, thank you.
This is not too bad for a first one.
We did some super chats during the Gum Friday thing, and that's what I started thinking right away. I'm like, I'm really appreciative, but I don't want the whole show to just be like, thank you, this person, thank you. Yeah.
But too bad. That's what we're doing. Hey, I'm officially insulting you guys with this $3.50 after YouTube's cut. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
That's so nice, Jason.
We love you, Jason.
Oh, you're the best, Jason. Jason, hello.
Kelly P, the best ass in podcasting, right?
Podcast. Kelly P, well, my favorite boys. I love this, and I love you both. Oh, thank you, Kelly P. We love you. This is the Mike Bichetti cast, where all we do is say, "Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, it's really nice. Thank you." Natopia. Hello, Natopia. The Slice says hello. What up, Slays? Thanks for the $20, piece of Slays.
Thank you.
We got Zane 0013. Love you, boys. Join the Dabbleverse. You will be loved. Well, I don't care. Fine. If people super chat in shit that's like, hey, look at this stuttering John. Well, here's the thing. This is actually a good reminder. If you guys want us to talk about that fucking nonsense, you can make us do it. There's one way. And Chrissy, I don't know if I can share this screen. Give me 1 second. The Patreon tiers we have for the show. Share screen. Here we go. Oh, why is there two? Hold on. There we go. Share that. So the first tier, which is that Frankie McDonald one, is you're doing great so far. Just access to the live streams and regular episodes, so you just get all the regular shows that we do. Second tier is Comedy Pro, where you get all the shows and all the bonus content, because we're going to do movie stuff. Like we're going to watch movies like we watched Watermelon Man. And play video games and watch TV, and it'll just be extra shit we do along the way that you'll get bonus access to, and any like extra thing we do will be up there. And the $25 tier is the Booth Boys Booth Boy.
This is your chance to be a booth boy.
If you want to be a booth boy, you can be our booth boy. You get all the same shit as the other tiers, but you can send us clips, articles, gay porn, any other nonsense you want us to talk about, and we will cover it extensively, which could be a minute or it could be an hour. Results may vary. We don't know exactly. It depends on what you send us, but 100% it'll be featured on the show, whatever you say, whatever you produce for us. So you can literally, you can send a lot of fucking nonsense, and we'll have to dive into it, watch whatever videos, do whatever you send.
I wonder, like, it has to be YouTube friendly, though, I guess.
It doesn't. Here's what we can do.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, what can we do?
Because I put in gay porn. If someone literally wants to send us gay porn to watch, and be like, I want you guys to review it. This is the magic of radio. We're going to have to paint the picture in people's mind of what we're seeing.
Okay.
And we're going to have to then react to it, I guess. So anything that we can't show on YouTube, we're still going to watch it, but you just won't be able to see it. We're going to have to just describe what's happening to you.
Oh, God. You just set us up horribly.
I think it would be funny.
It's going to be funny, but I can't imagine now the 2-hour-long video someone's going to send. I want a full movie review of this 8-scene gay porno.
Well, that's why I put in there in parentheses, results may vary. Because if you send me 2 hours of gay porn, we'll get to as much of it as we can. We're not sitting there for 2 hours watching gay porn, especially because it depends on how many people join that tier. Because if it's a bunch, then we have a lot of shit to get to.
Yeah, true.
So we might have to split it up for each day. We might do one day with all the produced segments. We'll figure that out as it matters. But for right now, if you want to produce this show and make us do stuff, the power's within your hands. Because what I'll do is I'll send out an email for people who are on a list. When they send me an email, whatever's in that email.
Okay.
But we'll have to, I don't know. We'll see how many people sign up for it, and then we'll figure out how we limit it or whatever. And then the last tier is the Garrett and Steve Club. We're going to have, because my favorite shitty bar that closed down after COVID used to have the beer club, where if you bought certain beers every month and like you filled out a card, there was a plaque on the wall and you got a gold thing with your name on it.
For buying a beer?
No, you had to fill out like 10 beer cards because they had all different types of beer in there. And I would always go to the bartender like, can I just pay you like $100 or something and just put my name on the plaque? I don't want to buy all this fucking beer. I like drinking whiskey. I don't want to drink all this shitty beer. Because it was a beer card that had like 20 different punches on it.
Okay.
And after you beat your one beer card, you got 20 beers, they give you a new one and like a bottle opener. Like each level got you new merch from the bar. And then the final level was you're on the board. You're on the plaque with your name in gold. So after you completed the beer club. But I hated that. I wanted to just be able to grease someone's palms and get on the fucking thing. So I made my Patreon the same way I wish all businesses would do. You don't have to fucking buy 20,000 things. Maybe you do someday. We'll have a Garrett and the Steve club where you can buy knickknacks from my house. But yeah, you can just grease us, and we're gonna have a plaque here behind us with all your names gold plated. I'm gonna zoom in the camera on it at the end of the show so you can see the names. And yeah, I think it's fun.
And then we'll have a bigger sign next to that for the $500 tier people where you can read the names.
And then for $20,000 and a few smashed like buttons, I'll tattoo your name on my forehead and advertise it every day.
Yes, don't forget to hit subscribe and smash that like button.
Smash!
Every like helps. The algorithm of YouTube really uses that like ratio to shares. I don't know how it works.
Someone I just saw in a random chat, that's actually a good idea. I just know from Gum Fridays it was a headache. But perhaps, I'm not saying we will do this, but perhaps if you're in the gold plaque tier, you'll also get a t-shirt.
I know, but like that's always like Gum Fridays. It's like good in the beginning when you're like, oh yeah. And then like, wait, when did this person sign up and when do they get, like you have to all of a sudden keep track of everybody and how long they've been in there.
I think we could pull that off. I'll just put people's name on a list. If they signed up, as soon as they sign up, you get the t-shirt and that's it.
That's
you-
yeah.
if-
Well, one time, like not once a year or something like that.
You get the one-time T-shirt.
Yeah. Okay.
Because keeping track of that will turn into a nightmare.
That's what happened with Gum Friday, where it was like you get something every year, and then it was like, when did we last send it out? And this person just signed up last month for it.
Yeah, that could end up being a pain in the balls.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's the Patreon. Please sign up for that. I'm very happy with it because it's our own thing. We don't have to split it with anyone other than ourselves. So I'm very happy to do it that way. Jim tells you $20. Thank you, Jim. Oh, thank you, Jim. Jim, thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
I'm on a live, on a stream, on a now, but I had to pop in and say hi and let you guys know that I am looking forward to what the future brings for all of you. Even Gino.
Wow.
Boof boys for life. Thank you, Jim. Oh, that's so nice, Jim. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. We love you.
Thank you, Jim. Go watch Jim. Jim's starting up his own show. He was sick of calling into In Hot Water and having Gino tell him that his jokes stink.
Oh, that was that, Jim?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. What's up, Jim? Yeah.
Joe Dago. Super chats have to be from Chrissy's page. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
We don't have the capability yet.
That's
We would
why
like to.
Chrissy's being so nice. Yeah, we don't have the hours, or I guess we have the subscribers now, but I'm not sure of the rules, but you have to stream 1,000 hours or something like that. Or that sounds like a lot of hours.
1,000 is quite a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to just blow someone at YouTube. Again, if I could just give someone $100 and grease the fucking and get my name on the YouTube wall for super chat, I'd love to do that. I hate when things are complicated. Drives me bonkers bananas. Doc Jones 73. Hey, Doc Jones. Glad to see the stream. Short and to the point. Well, we're glad to see you, Doc Jones. Thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. Very nice. Oh, Doc, thank you. Thank you. It's very nice of you, Shy. Thank you. Thank you.
How do you even read it? I can't even read that. It's so small.
It is very small. I don't know how I have super sight. My brain don't work too good, so my senses are heightened, and I can catch a baseball thrown at the back of my head. Douglas Nelson. Best of luck, gentlemen, and remember, shorts are for the vertical screen format.
I guess you can see our legs without the super chats go away.
No, or is he talking about YouTube shorts?
Oh,
YouTube shorts are or phone screen.
Oh, that's right.
Are we fucking something up? Are we in vertical screen? I don't know. It
No,
looks fine to me.
you're doing great.
Okay.
Doing
Thank
great
you.
so far.
Doing great so far. Push-ups 2345. I like his name.
That's
Fucking-
Spiridon.
But I like push-ups. $2. I'm expecting a funny accent and Gino to barge in. We mean like Gino doing a funny accent, like his Frenchie?
I like the biting the glasses guy better. It's whatever he calls that guy. Like, you ever think that? I don't even know how he does it.
He should just call it Kirk Cinnamon, like Jim Norton's character, Kirk Cinnamon, because it's the same thing. It's just like, I don't know, guys. Why don't we just give him a chance? Come on. Ugh. Kirk Cinnamon made me sick. And fucking lunch pail, regular Joe. I got my container of coffee.
Oh, God.
Got my container of coffee in my lunch pail. What else do I need? I don't know. You muckety mucks. Drove me. I don't know how he did it so well that it made me mad.
Yeah,
I know it's Jim Norton. It's like a real guy that's pissing me off.
And those poems he writes, like when he's on an airplane, it's amazing how annoyed he makes me with it. It's a true talent.
And I know he's joking.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. Why'd you write that? Because on some level, you're like, that's in you. That's in you in a real way, and you're just funnily putting it out.
Totally.
But it's because I get it. I have parts of me that are real, that are like me being a fat loser asshole. That's a real thing. But I just kind of talk about it like it's funny. But it's like, no, I'm really a piece of shit. Chad's missing upper lip. Chad. Hope you guys keep going with this. Think about an RSS podcast feed. You kept In Hot Water afloat once Gino went crazy. No, Gino, people like Gino ranting and raving about COVID and the N-word. People enjoy it. We didn't help him really other than to just occasionally
Facilitate.
pop in and say, hey, you're gay. But he's fine on his own.
That's a good
He
thing.
says he needs us, but really he'd be fine.
Yeah, he could yell forever.
Yeah. He does gratitude cast for 6 hours at a clip sometimes.
But that's a good. Do a lot of people listen to the audio? You know what I'm like? This. Like, do people want an RSS feed? I guess we
I
could
see
do
it pop up enough that, and it's not like a thing that's going to cost us extra. There's like a way to do it for free. There's a way to do it for cheap.
No, you could do it on Patreon.
Oh, you can just do it.
You could just upload an audio file.
Okay, because I saw something that was like, put your audio file here, and we'll send it to all the podcast apps. And I was like, okay, that seems easy. Like Spotify, Apple,
yeah,
Clapper. I don't know what Clapper is. I don't think it hosts podcasts. Frankie brings it up all the time, and I'm always like, Clapper. So do you want to switch to whiskey, or do you want more beer? Because I have more beer. There's just a little caveat with the more beer.
What's that?
It's gluten-free.
Is that bad?
I don't think I've ever even had it. It's my wife's beer.
Well, I don't want to drink her special beer.
I do.
But isn't it made of gluten? Like, I don't get it.
Beer shirts is, yes, made of gluten. I don't...
Like, it's carb heavy, right? So isn't that gluten?
Dude, I don't know how any of the gluten shit works. I thought it was like the carbon of food. Like, all food is made from this kind of sweet thing. If you take it out, like, it's carbonless matter. It's air.
Huh.
Like, so, yeah, I don't know. We can try it, though. I think that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. Okay.
I don't want to go through this tangle of wires, so I'll read another super chat. It's on the bottom shelf left side of the fridge. Doogie 7626. Next up, the dump returns, but let's rename it the runs. I was thinking about that. I want this to work first because I'd rather do something with Garrett because he's more fun to talk to than me just fucking talking to myself. So I would do this 10 times over before I did a show where I just yap. But if this goes well and we work out a schedule where I can just kind of not have to think about it, maybe in the mornings I would do the dump and I'll play videos and just talk about the Mets, UK Mets fans, and speaking of which, he put up a new video. How does that taste? You made a face like it tasted really good. Because
you go from one beer to another, you don't know what to expect. And this is Michelob Ultra is such a nothing beer. It's
How do you do the fucking lighter thing?
You gotta hold it like your dick. Hold it like
which one?
The bottle. There you go.
Okay.
Get your big knuckle here. This big knuckle on the beer holding hand.
Oh,
get that under the cap. There you go.
Got it. Just like I do to my dick. My wife just texted me, drink my beer.
Stop listening.
Hey, we're doing this in private, babe. Come on.
Where's your kid? Like, what room is he in?
We put him in the garage, which is a block away and like under the
complex. Hot.
Really hot. We closed the door and locked it so no one can get in. No one can steal him.
That's nice.
But yeah, he's in the garage on a pile of dirt where he was consummated. No, he's in the other room. He's got his sound machine on.
I didn't want to wake him up or.
He was being a little sleepy guy. He was being a little sleepy, cranky pants. So he went to bed early and went right to sleep essentially.
Oh.
And even us yelling and being loud has not woken him up.
That's always a good thing.
So probably right now when I jinxed it.
But don't you feel like you had the friend or whatever that would sleep over and any noise would wake them up? And it's probably because their parents kept them in this soundproof room when they were sleeping. And it's almost better just to have a party while they're sleeping in their room just to, so they could shut it out.
We've had people over while he was asleep and just had a whole lot of fucking, we played what's that game on your phone that you play on the TV? What's that? The game on your phone with the TV? You call and
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of
it. The game?
Jumble, jingle,
Fibbage is one of the games on Jackbox.
Jack. Yeah.
So I had a group of like 6-7 people here screaming, playing Jackbox.
Is that where you're like yelling and?
No, we were just yelling because we were drunk.
Oh, but it's not like you have to yell your answer or something.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you type it into your phone and then it comes up on the TV.
And then everyone laughs.
Everybody, says it out loud and laughs because we all put the N-word in 55 fucking times per round. That was my favorite part of playing that game, was that I'm the Compound Media fucking, KKK member. And I was getting beat out on N-words in some rounds where I was just like, Jesus Christ. All my normal friends they come to my house and it's like the N-word zone and the FAG zone where they're just throwing that around. And I'm just like, listen, this is what you're all here for. I love it. But it's like a curtain fell. I'm just like, oh, you're all the same as me.
But you created a safe space here for your friends.
I did. I really did. They could just come over and throw slurs around, like, because they all know, like, what are you gonna do? You say it into a microphone at work. You're gonna have a problem with it? I'm like, no, sir. Everything's good. This tastes like I don't hate it.
Yeah. It tastes like beer.
Yeah.
I don't notice it. Like, I wouldn't guess it was gluten-free or something.
Every time you say beer, I just hear beer Schultz. Beer. Nah, the science guy. Is that a YouTube rule? Am I allowed to talk in Chinese? Is that offensive?
I'm not sure. Maybe you are, but as long as you're not like making fun of a person, or I don't know. I'm just
like, maybe I can talk like this, but I cannot say the CH word or the G word,
yeah,
or the S word or the Z word.
Z word, yeah.
Or that's all I can remember. It's got to be more though.
Has to be more. Why always G word?
G
S
G like a goo. I didn't say the K. And that's my other question is, what if I just say the word really weird? Like if I put on a voice and I say, like the N word, will it not pick it up because I said it weird?
Well, first we're on Chrissy's channel.
That's why I'm not testing this out. I'm posing the question.
But yeah, I don't know. There's some videos out there where people are saying it all the time, just in conversation on a podcast. So I think you could say it, but it might be context related. Who knows?
I don't know shit. We'll figure it out as we get fucking terminated from YouTube. Here's a super duper chat from what the hell? Maybe I could just full screen this. So
yeah,
I
you could
see
like
it.
full screen. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Win at all cost. He says, glad to see 1999. Thank you. Glad to see you guys are back at it. ...
Thank
Ominous. ...
you.
I see you guys are back at it. Whatever that means. It seems like. Well, thank you very much. It was a nice super chat. Pat Maloney, full of baloney. $20. F, marry, delete. Biden, Gav, Ant, Obster, Stern. Okay, there's a lot.
There's too many people for the 3 choices.
Yeah, Chrissy is a saint. You guys will be fine. Just keep plugging away. Wow. I need to feel text space. Corey Feldman, 2024. I'm gonna come back.
Oh God.
Love you guys. Take fiber and use ass wipes.
He Anthony played a new song of his recently, but there was another song too in the same studio and everything, and it was horrendous. It was just like we can't pull it up, I guess, but it was just like cha-tunk, 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 and then he would just sing some stupid melody that went right with the ka-chunk, so it was just like all the same thing, ka-chunk, and it was the most minimalist, stupid song ever, but he's sitting there feeling it, like he's getting into it.
I might have seen it. He's holding like an acoustic guitar and it's black and white?
No, that was Blackbird. That was when he said
I'm the Blackbird king, flying in the air. You know what I mean?
That was his birthday party that he throws for himself, and invites people to come so he can play. Oh, are we allowed to play this? What song is this called?
Nice. The joke.
The Joke. This is it. Yes, thank you,
I'm
Chrissy.
the joke. I'm the joke and a king.
It starts off with this completely nonsensical thing.
Hate that. I sure do hate that. What the fuck? Kraftwerk. Oh yeah.
Every instrument's playing the same at the same time.
He writes songs like a child.
Like a pussycat. Like, I have no musical ability. This is the song I would write. Like, I would just sing every time I play a note.
Yeah.
Joke on you.
This is part of his arrested development because you know he was molested as a child, and when that happens, I hear that you stay at whatever age you were at when you were your biggest trauma in your life happens. But usually, guys are able to turn that mindset into like being extremely creative because they're freer in their head in certain ways. With him, he's locked in at that age. He makes music like he's fucking 13, and he acts like he's a 13-year-old. He's got Corey's Angels.
Not anymore.
No,
Yeah, this is, I think, his new band. They got rid of him.
I guess he got sick of dunderhead fucking women with zero brain showing up. Just asking for money and not being able to really play the instruments. I can't keep affording this, man. These broads cost a fortune and they can't play anything well.
Yeah, you think, like, just say you hire some studio musician, he's going to be pretty cheap. But if it's a hot girl that can hardly play, she's going to be more expensive than the guy who's good just because they have the looks. Yeah,
she's a feather brain, and she can just. Her old draw is, I'm pretty and I'll be on stage with you with the angel wings. And, you know, well, at least he kept one angel, the Barbie angel.
I don't know. That might just be his girlfriend or something.
It was truly his angel.
So bad. Thank you, Chrissy.
Yes, thank you. I talked over most of it because I'm a fucking...
No, but that you got it, the whole thing. Oh, it was the joke, the joke, the joke is on you. As the drum's going... Play something a little different or a groove or
that's all I liked it. I'm gonna buy that album.
So I went to a concert last night at City Winery. I saw this guy Quinn Sullivan, who I found, it was just like a YouTube video, like what happened to Quinn Sullivan or something like that I saw maybe 3 years ago. And it was about this kid that was 12 or 13. He was playing with Buddy Guy and Eric Clapton and BB King, or like all these blues guys. And this kid would like come out and rip it up on stage and stuff. And he was on Ellen and she kind of made a big, but then he just like faded away and he came back, you know, he's 24 or 5 now. So like 10 years later, he came back. And that's when I saw the video. I was like, oh, I kind of like this guy. He's pretty good. So I've been seeing him a few times. Saw him last night.
Oh, is this him? Oh, shit.
How about that? A
Oh,
music
wow. I never
marvel.
saw this young.
He's only 5 years old,
This
folks.
is why
We're
you're
gonna
such a
introduce you
fan.
to him. Come on,
Karen Marinella.
Karen Marinella. Karen Marinella sounds like a good Italian dish. Have the Karen Marinella with extra sauce.
So he's this, when I first started
He's
seeing
this
him,
little
like
kid you have a crush on.
22-year-old guy I have a crush on. Totally true. And this is the third time I've seen him. Every time I see him, the crowd is, I'm the youngest person there.
Really?
Yes.
So all the pedophiles, aside from you, are way older. That's interesting.
Yes. But
Or they were huge fans of his when he was a little kid. And now they're still going to see him like, hey, Quinn, I remember when you were just a little boy.
It's not guys. It's a lot of couples, like a guy and his wife and stuff. But yeah, when we sat down last night, the couple to our right must have been in at least late 50s, probably 60s. The guys right in front of us, in front of the stage, they were like kind of like European football hooligan kind of looking guys, but they were definitely in their 50s or something. And it's like, I've tried to ask one time before, like, how did you guys find out about this person? And I asked the last time I went to some like older, maybe a Jewish lady or something. And she gave, I forget her answer, but it was such a non-answer. Like I didn't get any info out of it.
Well, how'd you ask? Did you go, hey, Jew, why do you like this?
Hey, old Jew lady, why do you like this?
Hey, old Jew bag. Why are you watching Quinn? He's mine. He's my boy.
But like, honestly, there's maybe someone in like young 40s, younger than me, but there's no one. It's the weirdest thing. And I don't get it. And then you go to these shows and it's the people know the songs, but they're not like, no one gets up and dances or anything. And it's kind of at they'll be at clubs where you can eat dinner beforehand. So you're sitting at so it's not like prone to standing up, but no one's getting up and dancing. No one's really like bobbing their head, but everyone's focusing on why. It's like, I can't figure out what's going on.
They're just staring at him.
Yeah.
So first of all, I worked at a place. Well, continue. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt. I have several things to ask about this, though.
No, go ahead.
First of all, I worked at a place called RH Tugs back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't exist anymore. I was a bus boy. And we would have jazz night like every Thursday night or something. And people would come in, like the place would get packed only for jazz night. And they would come in and they would stare at the guy playing or the band playing like they wanted to fucking kill him. They would just have this really serious, focused look. I just remember guys sitting there like this. Like multiple. Most people were either normal and like chatting, but more than half the people would just be staring at the jazz. Like they, it literally looked like they were trying to blow up the fucking trumpet guy with their brain. Like, I'm really, but it was like that's how they enjoyed it. By focusing super hard. God, I love this. This is my favorite series of sounds. And the fucking music was so goofy and like made no sense. But that sounds like what you're describing.
It could be because he is. I don't want to say a virtuoso, but he started young and was good, so he's definitely got the chops. So maybe it is just people that are into music and just want to watch and study what he's doing or something.
Angrily decipher every note.
So
it's good placement of the G.
When you're at a concert, are you bob your head kind of guy? Are you
Yes.
Okay.
I at the very least have to bob my head. I start feeling weird if there's people around me standing up and all into it. And I'm just sitting there.
Yes.
Because I'm like, if I'm enjoying the music, I'm like, well, why am I acting like a jazz enthusiast? I like this. So I'll get up and just, yeah. And if I like metal shows, so I haven't gone in a long time. And I feel like I might be too old now. But I used to like going into the pit.
Oh, God.
Getting tossed around and fucking, throwing bones. But now that the idea of it scares me a little, and I'm just like, I'm gonna probably break something, and like, I'm too old and fat. I'm gonna like run out of breath. Oh, we have a super chat.
Ooh.
That's the Yankees Star Wars noise for when there's two strikes. Painjamin. I know him.
Wow,
Thank you,
$100.
Painjamin. I know him from Twitter. He sends me stuff all the time for the dump.
Nice. Whoops. Be a producer. Be a booth boy.
Keep sending me stuff. Hey, boys. Love ya. And yes, in the gay way, of course.
Yep.
Never stop doing this. Definitely keep the intro with and God created Garrett and Steve. Give Shuley. You want to give Shuley a call. Call Shuley. Frog can help you with the ins and outs. Okay, well, I think we need some help with ins and outs. To be fair to us, I wanted to get a whole other setup from B&H and spend $1 million that I don't even fucking have. But we needed to. We wanted to do this as soon as possible, so I had to order these mics and the webcam from Amazon and basically overnight it to myself. So this isn't like the be all end all of how we're going to be set up. This is just for right now.
Yeah, we wanted to get it out quick, especially since Compound's on vacation and people were showing their support after our final show on Compound and stuff. So it was like,
yeah, we
but thank you, Pain Jammin'.
But yeah, that's a super duper.
Yes,
that is $100 super duper.
They need like one that goes brighter than red color or something. Yeah,
purple.
So if you're nodding your head at a concert, are you thinking
the ladybug up there? By the way, that's what I was just staring at.
Oh,
that's good luck.
That is on our first episode.
We got a ladybug in the room.
Thank you.
Should I smush it? Should I get the salt gun and blow it to hell? The fucking electric racket's right by your feet if you want to swat him and give him the old electrocutioner.
He's got a protective shell. There's no getting to him.
You don't think you could fucking fry that little fucker with the electrocutioner right there? I think you could. I don't want to though.
No.
I like ladybugs.
Yeah.
They're good luck. But
this is kind of douchey, but no, it's definitely douchey. But like, do you think about other people watching you bob your head and like you're like bobbing at the right time or stuff like that, or like that they notice that you're in? Not that you want them to be, but I think about people watching me while I'm bobbing my head.
I've been able in all the shows I've gone to not think in any way like that, just because there's so many people around.
Like a mosh pit's different, you know. Yeah.
But even when I'm not like even like sitting up in the upper seats or whatever, I still like, unless someone's acting ridiculous, you don't notice them. And I recognize that like nobody's gonna notice me doing this. Like it never even occurs to me to think, because I'm not doing anything crazy.
Same with me. I'm not doing anything crazy, but for some reason in my head, I'm always thinking like, oh, someone's watching me now. I'm right on the beat. Like, look at this other guy. He's not on the beat, but I'm on the beat. So we're at this show and
That's called autism.
I know. Like I didn't even want to bring this up. It was so
I love that you did.
But I'm at the show and no one's standing up, but I get some people are bobbing their heads and blah, blah, blah. Then the show ends, the encore comes out. And we were standing, people stood to clap for him, but then he comes out for the encore. And the seats were so tight that I couldn't get back in my seat to sit down. And everyone else kind of sat down. But so then on the encore, I was just standing there and it was like my chair was stuck and I just couldn't. So I was just like, fuck it. He deserves someone standing. And so I'm like, going with, and we bought a double bottle of wine, 150 1.5 milliliters or something like that.
Is that like the 3 liter of Coke? It just looks retarded and has a super big cap.
It looked like this, but twice as wide kind of thing.
Whenever I think of, oh shit, we have another super duper chat.
Woo!
Benjamin. Oh, you're the best guy, Benjamin. Dog Dick Red. Dog Dick Red. I'll read it twice for all the fucking kashish. That is very generous of you. Thank you, brother. But yeah, every time I think of the super duper bottle, all I can think of is that Pepsi Blue used to be sold in 3 liter bottles.
Oh.
And it was the biggest, most insane, stupid looking soda.
Yeah, 2 liters runs out of fizz after, a regular usage. 3 liters is too much.
3 liters, it better be for like 8 people. Or else you're just gonna have flat soda in your fridge.
So my wife has this membership to City Winery where we saw the show, and you get like 20% off the wine they sell, and then you could bring it into the concert and they open it for free and everything. So it's like it was like $80 for the bottle of wine minus 20% off. So it was like $60. And we went through it all. So I was like pretty, toasted or whatever.
You were turned up.
And I'm seeing like one of my favorite guys. I really like him. It was a good show. And I'm bobbing my head and I'm dancing. And maybe I did a little kind of jump in or something. This is the encore and stuff.
Hands like this.
And
I love this guy.
I'm such a douche. So the show ends. I was still the only one standing. I guess people stood to clap, but
Super fan Garrett.
and we're going to leave, and I stand kind of by the exit door, and of course an older woman comes up to me and she's like, I really enjoyed watching you enjoy the music. And I was like, this is the thing I've been thinking about forever. And she was like, you were like so into it, and it was really fun watching you do it. And I was like, the thing I wanted to happen happened, and now I feel like such a loser. And I was like, then I go, how are you a fan of Quinn Sullivan? Maybe I'd finally get it in.
Yeah, you old Jew.
She goes, my daughter's dating him. That was it. So I still never got an answer, and then felt like weird that people were watching me, and I don't know, it was just an awkward kind of ending, but I kind of enjoyed it.
Probably points, depending on the fucking size of this venue, where more people were watching you than watching Quinn.
I mean, we were,
and you were doing this.
It was more of a arms down thing because it was so packed. Like I kind of just like, yeah. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going for it. This is the last song. Get up, people.
But wait, why couldn't you sit? Everybody else was sitting. How come you couldn't get back in your chair?
It was like one of those Cracker Barrel puzzles where you have to move the squares. There's an empty square, and you have to like the positioning of the chairs when people stood up to clap before the encore and then sat back down. Like, I don't know, people pushed their chairs out, and there was like, my chair was stuck out, and there was no way for me to like adjust it or push it back in. And
So
I was just like, fuck it.
Behind other people's chairs.
Yeah, it was
So
like
you
kind
had
of
to be like, hey, everybody get up.
everyone get up, and I
move these chairs and I can't get to my chair. Well, would you prefer making a scene that way, or being the one guy in the whole place jumping around like a fairy to the guitar music?
to the young guitar boy.
You're my favorite, Quinn. I love you.
That was but yeah, this, like, when I go to see him, it's like, this guy should be a mega rock star, at least in my mind. It's like the stuff he's playing and the way he does, and he's not like I don't know, like a speed guitarist or something, like he just like knows how to play, in my mind, like the perfect notes, or like do everything right. And it's just, he's amazing.
But he doesn't sing?
He does.
Oh, he does sing. Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I can never get into guys that just play guitar.
Oh, no,
I need something else happening. I'll listen to one song, but if it's going to be you up there for 2 hours, just... I can't fucking get my head around that.
And that's the thing,
I
too.
can't dance to that.
Like, his songs are... But I think he's just like, he tried the blues stuff and realized he can't really make any money in that.
He was sick of people staring at him like this every time he put on a show.
So he kind of makes like poppy-ish songs. So it's like, I like the songs, but I wouldn't like be like, hey, you got to check him out, and I wouldn't recommend it to everyone, kind of thing. But yeah, he's really good. So
Poppy-ish songs. So is this like your Nick Jonas? Does he sing like, oh, I'm on the telephone now? No, it's a little less.
It's definitely like guitar driven or whatever, but like, I mean, sort of blues. I don't know. It's hard to.
Do you think he saw you in the crowd and was like, that's my guy?
I mean, he was literally from that camera to me. He was on the front of the stage. There was the table of the football hooligans right in front of him, and then my wife, and then me.
Like, Christ. Who are fans of my music? What the hell is? And you're the only one. Well, anyway, we had a super chat up there before. I didn't mean to.
Oh, sorry.
No. You were in the middle. I don't want to interrupt you telling a story. It was from the Dump Clips guy. He's a gem.
He outed himself, or not outed himself, but he identified himself.
Homosexual. It made sense. He's a huge fan of my antics. So that means he probably likes queer butt. But we never answered the question from that other super chat of delete, marry, kill. Oh wait, I said kill. It was delete, marry, fuck over.
Is there a way to bring that back up, Chrissy? If not,
it's fine. I think I
fine.
remember it was Gav, Ant, Biden, and Howard Stern, and I'd obviously kill Howard and Biden.
I mean, not on. I wouldn't say that.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Gavin right now, but I don't know. I don't want him dead. And Anthony, I would marry him. I would, because.
Oh my God! Imagine marrying Anthony. That'd be like having our job forever.
Imagine having to kiss him.
That's true. I didn't think about that part.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do sex stuff with him. You have to consummate your marriage at some point. He probably wants to.
Damn it!
Do fuck on you. But I take that. Anthony, he gave us, or at least for me, he gave me 5 years that were just the best of my life. So I can never be too mad or fucking crossed with him.
Yeah, no, never.
Literally, I owe everything to him.
Like, I understand why he did it. I mean, maybe not agree 100% about that.
Guys, your audio popped out. We can't hear you. Oh dear. Can the chat, is it just me? Can you guys hear him? Shh. Yeah, maybe you popped out silence. Right. Yeah, we can't hear them. Your mic is muted. I think you muted yourself. Yeah, I can't unmute you.
Okay.
How about now?
How funny that happened when I put Lindsay's super chat up. Sorry I wasn't there for the last show to unplug all the mics.
Does this work now?
Yes, here you are. Okay, great.
What happened?
The fucking board turned off.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah, I wonder if I have to have it plugged into a power source. I thought the computer we're using was the power source, but it might not be.
Yeah, it'd probably be better to have it plugged in. Well, it's working now.
The fucking piece of Chinese lovely equipment didn't come with its own.
I mean, honestly, I'm amazed how well everything's working now. I thought the mics would sound horrendous or what.
I have a bad feeling when we listen to this back, I'm going to be like, oh, the mics do sound horrendous.
Okay.
But at least you can hear our voices, which is, the main point. But yeah, this fucking thing didn't come with anything to plug it into the wall. So I assumed plugging it into the laptop was its power source.
Yeah.
Because the instructions were written in Chinese English. So it was like, very good support microphone now. And I was like, thank you. The fucking front of the box says, best global selling microphone in world. And I was like, well, that means I bought the best.
Wow.
This is probably... Well, anyway, back to the Super Chad. People are saying mics aren't bad.
Okay.
I wonder if the thing turned back off. No, can't hear. Gavin shut our mics down. Gavin just came in and said, you guys are fired and we're shutting it down.
Did you see the Lindsay super chat?
I was about to read it. Let's read this one. The dump clips, $20. Thank you, Mr. The Dump Clips. First, I loved the dump. Then I loved Garrett and Steve. I love you.
I love you, Dump Clips.
I love you, Dump Clips. Thank you. Oh, that's so nice. What a nice thing. Thank you, Dump Clips. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are always so nice to me. Thank you so much. Chad's missing upper lip. Will you call Ant and tell him he's gay? Unfortunately, I do not have his phone number.
Oh, me either.
I don't know if that's true, but I know I definitely don't have it. I have his email address. Maybe I can email him. But yeah, I've never been on the phone with Anthony. He liked to.
Yeah, I honestly don't think I've ever called Anthony on the phone.
It'd be very funny if this was the first time you ever did, and that was the thing you did. You got him on the phone and said, "Hey, Anthony, you're gay," and just hung up like I did on Gino. It might literally be the funniest fucking thing.
I can't do it. It's so disrespectful there. I don't want to disrespect him at all. You're right. It would be hilarious, and I should do it, but I can't.
If you were gonna do it, how would you say that you're gay? Would you say it's slow and drawn out, like, "Hey, Anthony, you're gay," or would you do "You're gay"?
You're
And
gay.
then
Hey, Ed, you're gay.
you just try to make it so he didn't even hear it. It's a good strategy. Here we go. Another super Chad. Bernard Gresser. Your name looks like Bernie Greaser, and you should call yourself that. Hey, I'm Bernie Grease. Can you bring back the Steve Areno Casino T-shirts and merch? Hell yeah, sure can. We're gonna have to come up with some sort of casino thing.
I know.
Maybe we can all just go to a casino in Atlantic City and fucking
Because we
play
can't.
blackjack.
We can't online gamble here, right? No. Yeah, 'cause that would be fun just to
Sports
like
bet.
put in $100 or whatever and see what we could do with it. But
Maybe once every other week as bonus content, me and you will drive to Jersey because you can gamble online there. And we'll just gamble online for an hour.
we'll go right across the border and just pull out our phones.
We're gonna have to get connected to Wi-Fi somehow, so we're gonna have to go to the A&W, like Frankie does, and we're gonna have to play, and it would have to be on the computer too, so everybody could see it. But yeah, we could just gamble and blow money, and that'd be fun. I would watch if people who like if I liked someone's podcast and they did an extra thing where they just lost their money. I would watch the shit out of that.
Here's all your Patreon money. Thanks, guys. We're holding out the window.
Let's play roulette. Has the best odds. There's no way Red comes up 7 times in a row and I blow 1,200. It's just not possible.
We could go to Aqueduct or something. It's kind of closer by, and it has the video games, kind of, and
The video poker.
Yeah, the video blackjack and stuff. But that might be easier to secretly film. If we sat at a blackjack table, we couldn't really bring our.
Unless we used the Gino GoPro and just wore a headband and stuck our phone in the headband. Like, no, it's just there. That's just where I keep it. It's my pocket.
You ever watch people gamble, like on YouTube or Twitch?
No, the only gambling thing I've ever watched on, I think, YouTube was the thing you showed me. The coin pusher.
Oh,
that was fake and got me all excited for nothing and fucking bullshit.
No, there's like guys on Twitch that they're pretty popular, so the casino will let them come in and film their, they said, solo with a blackjack dealer or something. Maybe they'll play 3 or 4 hands at a time. And you almost get the same rush as after you're at the table because you see them like losing a lot. You start getting that feeling like, oh God, what are you doing?
Dude, yeah.
And then it's almost a replacement for gambling.
I want to do something like that. I saw that Dana White, he hired a blackjack dealer to come on his fucking yacht and just deal him and like his son on blackjack while they were in the middle of the ocean with real money and like real chips. So I want to do something like that where we just hire a dealer to come over and play blackjack with us with someone else's fucking money. But I think that'd be fun to do. That'd be a fun thing to invite people to come to as like a live thing. Like, we're not even going to really do a podcast. We're going to sit here with microphones and play blackjack, and like,
there was a guy that
people can come in and play.
Used to call in the Compound Media. He was a blackjack dealer, and he had like tables and stuff. He had it like already wanted to do a blackjack kind of thing at Compound, but it obviously never.
I would love to fucking do that, and not like with real money. So I don't know how that would work with the dealer's money. Like, it's got to be like some fucking shady, crooked, like kind of mobby thing where like you got to pay up front, and they'll fucking bust your ass if you don't.
So you said Dana White,
yeah,
and it was on his boat.
Yeah, he showed some like picture on Instagram or something of him on a yacht with a blackjack deal and a whole table set up. So
you're playing, right? And you just say you lose whatever, $100,000. You don't just say, no, I didn't really lose it. Just give me my money back. Like, what are they connected to the casino or something?
There must be some sort of like you must have some sort of credit card or something with them where once like the blackjack dealer tells someone he lost this much, it gets sapped out of your account.
Oh.
It has to be that, or else, yeah. Why wouldn't you just fucking take the whole table and throw it into the ocean and be like, nobody ever played blackjack here. I don't owe you anything. Or maybe literally like a casino, you have to buy in with cash and you have to like give the guy money for chips.
You're right.
But then again, you can just throw him in the ocean and take all the money back after you fucking lose. And I'm sure the company or whatever will ask, like, hey, where's our dealer? Did you throw him in the ocean? But you can just lie. Nobody was out there. The fish gonna tell him? Like, no, he just he left.
Yeah, oh, he didn't get home?
No, he said I gotta go, guys. He hopped on a jet ski and he took off. I haven't seen him since. Have you guys seen him? I don't know. I weird thing. I broke even.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, I didn't lose even.
I even ended up making a couple dollars that it turned out he had.
I've been watching this guy Daniel Negreanu, who's a poker player.
Negreanu.
He's a Canadian poker player. He's won one of the most bracelets. He's won like 7 bracelets, and that's the biggest thing you want to poker. But
how do you feel about the bracelet? I don't like it. Give me a ring.
Oh yeah, but I think it was more just like a tradition from like this, maybe the 60s or 70s or something.
Yeah, for homos from the 70s used to wear their poker bracelet.
But poker wasn't cool back then. Like no one really knew about it. It was just an inner circle thing, and you were like, all right, and it's kind of a blinged out bracelet, at least now, maybe not back then. But
could you imagine wearing a bracelet?
Oh no.
Even if I won it in like the cool guy tournament. Like, oh, I was the coolest guy in the tri-state area. I won this fucking shiny diamond-studded bracelet because I'm the coolest. I wouldn't wear it. I'd throw it out the window.
But, like, would you wear, I guess Super Bowl ring's different because it's a ring.
Yeah, you wear it to Hall of Fame events and, team events. So you'd wear your because that's the thing. What if you won 5 bracelets? Are you going to just wear 5 bracelets to the next poker tournament and jingle like a grandma?
Say you won the bracelet that night. Do you go out with the bracelet on?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You waving that thing around. Yeah, you got to show off that you're the king of poker.
So he won a bracelet this year, and he does like a vlog every day because it's the World Series of Poker now, which goes like 7 weeks or something like that. And it's just constant tournaments. And he was down over $1 million, like just joining all these tournaments and stuff. And it's amazing. The amount of money these people go through. And then because he won the bracelet, that was like $1.2 million. So he's in the positive for now. But then he's been joining other 50K tournaments and 100. And it's just like 3 or 4 tournaments going on every day. So like if he'll join a tournament, just say it's $25,000 tournament. First, there's like 2 rebuys. So if you run out and the time hasn't run out yet, like it's not too late in the tournament, you could rebuy again and then rebuy. So another $25,000.
That kind of money makes me sweat.
And it's insane.
It's like a lifetime of money for me because I've never had a lot. So he's spending like a chunk of what I make in a year. I just want to play some more card games tonight.
Yes, sometimes he'll buy in for $20K more, and an hour later he's like, oh, I don't care, but I'm out again.
But do you think he's spending all that out of his own pocket, or what's the name of that movie that Jackie Gleason playing Fats Domino, the pool movie?
Hustler?
The Hustler. They all have guys that front money for them.
Yes.
So these poker guys probably have the same thing, where somebody throws $1 million, and if your poker guy wins, you get like a lion's share of the profits. Or, 50-50, at least something like that.
I think it might be more like he wears GG poker hats and a thing. And so they maybe give him $1 million for the World Series and he could spend it however he wants or something like that. Yeah. But, he's just flying through the money. It's insane. And he I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say, but.
Hold on. You got a super chat while you collect your thoughts. Also, it looks like we lost a couple of viewers. Jews, black people, Jews, blacks, gays, tranny, gay, Jews, blacks. That'll get people back. Look, the number literally went up as I was doing that. People want certain things they expect certain things from the compound booth boys. we're gonna have to say Jews, blacks every now and then, like we did when we worked at Compound. We had an N-word quota,
Yes.
and people they don't understand why we got fired, why we got canned, all this. We kind of were falling back on the amount we said the N-word, and Anthony had just had it. It's like, I don't even know why you guys are here.
Gino was trying to pick it up for all of us, but he just couldn't do it anymore. You know, he tried.
We broke his back. He was carrying us on his back with all that, and we just, we missed the quota so many months in a row that Anthony was like, I don't even understand why I have this place. Fuck these white boys. Roman, Tendara, Fack, Anthony, and Gavin. Not only one of them. I'll be supporting you guys on Patreon. Hell yeah, Roman.
Thank you, Roman.
Patreon.com/Garrett and Steve. That's Garrett with 2 R's and 2 T's. Thank you for having a weird name. Well, it's not weird. It's just like,
it's balanced.
there's way you have to remember it a certain way. Steve, there's pretty much one way to spell Steve.
Yeah.
Even the PH changes to a V on Steve. But Garrett and Steve on Patreon. Thank you. Pat Dixon is awesome too. Love you guys.
Love you, Roman.
I love you, Roman. Thank you, Roman. That was very nice. Thank you. You're a very nice guy. Thank you. Thank you. Nemesis Prime. Oh, here we go. $10. Just became a pro comedy player on Patreon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nemesis Prime. That means a lot. I hope you like the picture I chose for that. Can you grab me another one of these queers before?
They're like an IPA. Like, I'm not an IPA fan. It has that like bold flavor.
It's thick.
Is it an IPA?
No, it's a lager. Lager beer.
Because I usually like lagers.
Yeah, it's just, gluten-free, so it's a little thick. But I don't want to walk through this fucking jungle gym tangle of fucking wires I have. That's the only reason I'm not getting it myself. Here we go. Joe Corson Wright. $2 beer. Kick ass, gentlemen. Best of luck. Well, thank you, Joseph Corson Wright. That was very nice.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We love you. That was really nice. Thank you for saying that. Here we go. We got more. Lucky Robot, 20 bugs. Sup, plays. The laughs are better than the audio quality. I figured that would happen. I am very sorry. Let the GNS grift begin. Good luck. It's already begun. Blacks, Jews, blacks and Jews. Yeah, we're already. Don't worry, we're knee deep. The funny thing is, we're not allowed to say the bad words anymore, so we're just gonna have to like. Oh, this just turned off again, didn't it? Testing. Hold on. Yeah, this thing definitely needs to be plugged into the wall.
Is there a power source or no? It's just the USB.
And I bet our fucking mics are muted again. God damn it. No. Chrissy?
We can hear you. But okay. Yeah, plug yourself in if you're not.
Yeah. Garrett, you read the super chat.
Please.
Well, that might have been the last one. I got to figure out how to plug this thing into the wall.
Here we go. Another one from Bob, fan of Patrice, 1999. Thank you, Bob. Such a nice guy. You guys are going to be big stars. Much love. Big stars. Believe in me, because I don't believe in anything.
I don't.
And
this fucking
be someone
piece of shit thing didn't come with its own power cord.
Maybe you could. It has a USB.
It's.
Oh, but you have to plug that into your computer.
A DC 5 volt. It looks like a USB-C hole, but it says DC 5V. And
there's no power cord?
No. Again, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be powered by the fucking computer, but because MacBooks have this USB-C bullshit fucking connection, it's plugged into an adapter that's plugged into the computer, so it might not be supplying power. Then again, I don't know how it would be supplying power through that anyway, so... This fucking piece of Chinese hullabaloo fucking didn't come with its own power cord. God damn it.
That's weird. Oh well.
But can you hear me now again? I got to make sure these buttons are lit up.
Yeah, I guess as long as you see the buttons lit up.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Yeah, thank you.
First podcast thing. It happens on every single one.
I know.
Guys going, wait a minute, is this on? Is it? Do people do it?
Dozilla says, As someone who went through a similar layoff after 12 years during COVID, after 12 years during COVID, okay. I feel you fellas. Thursday show was rough, but I really think you guys are going to do well. I really hope Anthony took care of all you guys too.
Thank you, Dozilla.
Thank you.
Well, in what way? He's taking care of us as in like this is the most gentle firing I think anyone's ever gone through, in that we were told you ain't got no job no mo, but you also can work for the next couple weeks and get your stuff together, and if you want your content, you can take everything with you. We're not like he's treating us right in that like we don't feel completely slighted or like we just hate we got laid off. That sucks fucking fat balls. But this fucking thing, it's definitely dead.
We should probably wrap up then.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to plug this.
1 second.
You know
You guys got a ton of super
Let me
chats.
do
So
this.
if you want, I can read through them, or if you want to read through them. But I just want to make sure everybody gets their super chats read.
We just hate that this mic keeps turning off. We don't know how to fix
We
it.
can hear you.
Okay.
I'm going to. Nope.
Are you going to go to Mac Audio?
See if that'll fix it for now, just so you can hear us better. Where in the fuck? Settings. Audio. Oh, it's already on the MacBook. Okay. So you can hear me.
Hopefully.
I think.
If you can hear us, throw up a super chat.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Well, you read them and we'll yell into the MacBook. Fucking thing.
Dozilla, we saw that one. Yep. Thank you, Dozilla.
Oh, here we go. That's a good point. Snowball's $4.99. What's stopping you from streaming from Compound this week since Gav gave you 2 weeks? Could help with the transition. Love you guys. Keep it up. Thank you, Snowballs. We thought of that, but we were like, we don't want to touch this stuff anymore now that it's like not ours really.
And a lot of the equipment's gone.
Yeah.
Like our second TriCaster's gone. A few microphones are gone. The cameras are gone. Or most of them. Yeah.
So yeah. Todd at Moonlight Studios, $8 beer. The $8 I would have spent at Compound is now going to the overheads. Thanks, you.
Todd.
Thank you, Todd. That is very nice. That is what we were called, not as an insult, but it's just there's no way not to have that sting. Like, yeah, these guys, they were overhead. They were just too much money to keep around, which makes us feel shitty, but it is what it is. Like,
yeah, it was totally true, and we get why we were fired, but
yeah, it's just it still sucks no matter what way you cut it. We wish we were doing enough to make more money for the company and yada yada. George Keane, Absolute Keens, best of luck. Wishing the psychedelic wallpaper cast and its future the best. What do you want the focus of your show to be in all seriousness? I want this to be a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full on.
If you guys don't know what comedy is, Google it. We'll definitely be showing clips. I actually had an article for this. But
I don't know if we can because they're big in India, and like the one clip we tried to put of Garrett and Steve on YouTube, they immediately shut it down. It was like, not even you could post it, but the copyright owner gets the money. They were like, nope, this is our content. You're not showing it. So I don't know.
Well, we'll figure out how to. Maybe we'll get the expressed written consent of the Pro Comedy League in India.
We could, maybe.
It's my new favorite sport.
From Deadlight, bubba bubba boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom.
Okay. From Billy C, here's my compounded monthly $9. I'm not sentenced. Gavin McDickus, any money. Goodbye. Thanks, Billy C.
Thank you, Billy C.
Thank you.
From Frankie McDonald 666, I got a message from Curvy Mary.
Curvy Mary.
Freaking on the last In Hot Water show, someone called up and proclaimed he was the Curvy Mary on Skype. And he didn't seem like he was lying or whatever, but he was like, I can't hold on for that long. And Gino didn't get to him in time. But
yeah, there was a Curvy Mary on Skype that would just tell Frankie to say things, and it was always funny.
Hilarious, yeah.
From the Miles Project, had to poop at the gym this morning. All of the toilets were clogged, and there was a giant log stuck to the outside of the bowl and puke in the sink.
God, what kind of gym you going to?
I think you're at a homeless shelter. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Foxy Scorpio, for the super sticker, 1999.
Super sticker.
Brian A. For a paddle for the river, Anthony plus Gavin sold you down. Good one.
Again, we can't fault him too, like, especially Anthony. He just wants to do his show and not have to think about anything. So we became something to think about because there's only a couple shows that were left on the network.
Yeah. It was impossible to keep going.
We had more producers than shows at one point, I think.
From Mike Chase, did Compound Media last as many years as you thought it would?
Thank you, Mike Chase. That's a decent chunk of change there.
I honestly thought like Anthony just from his own pride wouldn't let it shut down.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that already happened, and like 3 years ago he wanted to shut it down, but his pride kept it open for 3 years or something, and I just wasn't aware.
Every time I saw on Twitter Kevin Brennan saying like, "Oh, Compound's done, they're shutting it down, Anthony's moving." I'm sorry, but if I was Anthony, I would keep it open till I died, just to be like, "What? What's shutting down? You fucking ass!" I would just to spite him and all the people that would dogpile on that and be like, "Oh, it's done, it's fun."
Yeah,
I would have, which is probably what he ended up doing for the past couple of years. He was just like, "Fuck all these people that say my company's not good. I'm gonna pretend it's the best, and I'm making $1 million a fucking month." But yeah, honestly, no, I'm not surprised. It lasted just about as long as I figured. If not, I thought it would go longer.
And it's a whole new podcast world when it started, like you needed kind of this subscription-based thing, and now that's kind of going out of style, or I don't know. It doesn't work anymore.
Okay, from WS. Good to see you're going to keep on keeping on. I'll continue watching on your channel. Let's get that monetization going. I hear Hennigan's will sponsor just about anyone. No smell, no tell. Scotch.
Well, thank you, Mr. WS.
Thank you.
We are going to keep on keeping on. And I would love for a Scotch sponsor. Hey, that's the thing. Maybe we could actually get sponsors on this show now that we're not at the N-word network.
I hear you, but do you watch YouTube? Like, even the biggest accounts get like Raycon or something like that. Like, there's no individual kind of advertising out there. It's all like the same, the NordVPN, the Raycon, the
Sherry's Berries.
I wonder what happened to them. I haven't heard of them in a while.
Me either.
Hopefully.
From Michael Starr, hey Garrett, I wish you good fortune. Thank you. I thank you and Ann for all the entertainment. I listened to the first XM show, and I was one of the early subscribers to Compound. I love the ESD show.
Cool.
Hey, Eastside Dave.
Yeah, the Eastside Dave show was fun. That was a good one.
Yeah.
From Justin.
He's a good egg.
Sorry to cut you off. I just want to run through these. Justin A, love you guys. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin A.
From Josh, Garrett seems nervous about his legs.
My legs?
But this was an hour ago.
No, I haven't been.
Maybe you were doing a lot of this. Maybe running in place in your chair because you were thinking about Quinn again.
Before this, the show started, I was kind of worried because I like to sit like a girl a lot of times. I like to, cross my legs like this. And I thought maybe that's how I'd be comfortable sitting here. And I was like, oh, God, everyone's going to see me sitting like a girl. And I haven't had to be able to.
Good old sitting like a girl, Garrett.
Push-ups. And by the way, Garrett, this is so fun that you keep saying push-ups is spirit on because he hated when I did that. He was like, "Hey, edit that part out. I don't want people to know."
Good.
Funny accent equals Luby. Thank you. Push-ups from AR. Make your own ice cream, fat ass. Use heavy cream and whole milk. You will shoot your own frosting out. That's how good it is.
Wow.
Make your own ice cream. I've never thought of doing that.
Put like a vanilla bean in there, I guess, or something, and
Plain vanilla? What do you think I am? Some sort of pedestrian?
what? I hate the plain. It's not plain vanilla.
It's plain
It's
vanilla.
not plain strawberry.
It's basically frozen milk you're eating. It's with sugar. It's sugar milk.
with vanilla. What's chocolate ice
What does
cream?
vanilla even taste like?
Garrett's clearly a vanilla supremacist.
He clearly is.
From George Keane, ask Chrissy when she'll be the Malaysian Prime Minister.
Okay.
Probably-
Chrissy, I'd like to ask you a question. When are you going to be the Malaysian Prime Minister?
Probably never. I pissed them off too much.
Yeah, how did that end up? Are you like free of the Malaysians now?
I'm probably not allowed over there,
Oh.
but I didn't want to go there anyway. Fuck those people. From Doogie, did you guys clean up after all the drinks you had on Thursday? And did you loot that area behind the green screen? Doing great so far.
We cleaned up pretty much. I think I may have left hot dogs out, but other than that, I think we cleaned up everything. Or did we not? I don't remember. I was like 7 beers in.
I know. I was gonna leave my beers on the desk, but someone cleaned them up after me. Yeah, and we didn't really loot behind the green screen. Like Bill took the cat home, I guess, but a lot of that stuff was just Gino's that he said he's gonna go back and get.
There was a lot of garbage that was Gino's back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was nothing to loot. It was yeah.
From George Keane, when will Luby guest star?
This week.
Oh yeah,
Um,
nice.
Depends on how or what we do, but I think Wednesday. We'll figure that out after.
Uh-huh.
But Wednesday, she said she's around.
Okay.
George Keane again. For D audio, I listen in the car, so it's all audio.
All right.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely do an RSS. Just because I think it's easy. It's not, and if you want it, it's all yours.
You're right.
Dude, I have like, feels like I have something caught in my throat. I keep coughing like I'm dying. It's the most tickly, scratchy shit I've ever felt. Stuttering John, drink it. Okay.
Thank you, Stuttering John.
From Donnie's Inferno, did Comedy Steve take his props and hat? Hashtag timing.
Oh boy, you got to go limbo in.
Fuck, never mind. It's
Next
way
time.
far away, and I have to I'm gonna plow through the camera and all the wires. I 100% have the hat. It is in my room.
Nice.
From Rick Perry, sorry boys, you guys rock and effed up. Flyover Phil OD'd on meth. Unger longer. Garrett's piece deserves an OnlyFans.
Maybe if we get desperate enough,
Yeah. Well, anywho.
whore myself out.
From Jason Whiteslide, hey guys, happy to see you again. Gonna go take a walk and enjoy the show.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, Jason Whiteside. I'm gonna take a walk and enjoy that comment while I'm walking. I'm gonna think about it.
Stu's Cluster, it's a bob chin.
Oh, it's a bob chin. See, now is that gonna get us canned on YouTube if I say it's a bob chin crap?
No,
shit?
you can. I've done many accents.
Okay, as long as you don't say bad words. What if I say
Yeah.
a bad word in the accent?
If you distort it enough, honey. There you go.
That's not a bad word. I said two different things.
The Happy Plague Doctor, get a good audience built up on YouTube, then bring them over to the green place for the N-bombs. Yes, Rumble. Oops. Not supposed to say that.
Sure. I do at some point. I want to have like an uncensored version of the show where we can watch as much, we can watch gay porn for 2 hours straight without having to worry about the video getting taken down.
Well, I have the Vimeo subscription for Gum Fridays that we don't use that much because, Gino's controls himself most of the time.
So maybe
we can post stuff on there and that there's no copyright.
maybe
tagging and
once
stuff.
or twice a week we'll have one show where we don't even talk like people. We just say bad words and watch graphic porn the entire time. Just The entire show is just nonsense.
Only for our gold board members.
Gold board members get the profanity show, where we're not even having a conversation. We're just saying all the bad words we know and watching porn.
From Larry C. Garrett and Steve rule. Mostly Garrett, though. Good luck on the new show.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Thank you, Larry C.
I had a bad feeling about Super Chats with that exact thing. People just going, Garrett rules and Steve's a fucking pilot glop.
Hit this is Dustin, formerly Bold Patricia. I love you guys. Already subscribed to the Kabidi level. I'm Gumby, damn it.
Come back.
From
Thank you
Kirkland,
for subscribing, Mr. Comedy. Thank you.
from Kirkland Red 100s. I heard you guys were starting an OnlyFans. When does it start?
Garrett?
I don't know. They take too big of a cut, you know. I'll just send out personal nudes.
If you join the gold board member,
Yes.
Garrett will send you pictures of his asshole, taint, and balls, but nobody gets the penis.
Brian Kate, bring Fishbowl the blown back.
Fizbo the blown? Okay, hold on.
Okay. I thought you knew what that meant.
Fizzle Biscuits the clown.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Because if you
the
scramble,
Yeah, the
if you
clown.
really scramble, because Fizzle Biscuits the clown.
You drinking tonight, Brian?
Maybe he's doing speech to text.
From push-ups, maybe we can have a mosh pit at Drew's next show.
Oh, the Dudongo
Oh,
show.
wow.
Maybe.
That would be fun. Just all those hippies there and just start pushing them around.
Just start hardcore fucking gay dancing.
I'm just walking, swinging my arms.
This is how I like the music. This is how I show I like it.
From J Toxic, love the background. It's like one of those old magic eye things, except for this one, I squint and I see two Mo's. Love you guys.
I love you.
Thank you, Jake Toxic. That was very funny.
From Bob Gable, hope you do great on YouTube. Will you snipe John, MLC, or Gino?
Not on based on our own will to do so, but
Yeah.
again,
Who
if
knows
we
if
have
something comes
if
up?
we have a producer who makes us do that,
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna have
true.
to do it. And again, results may vary. We might snipe the show for 2 seconds, or we'll at least do a few minutes of everything we're sent.
Uh-huh.
But or maybe we sit on for the whole 2 hours. Who knows? It's a crapshoot. But again, if you're on the producer level of Patreon, you can make us do that.
Yeah, so it's out there.
I don't know if this is
No.
a Ray DeVito or the Ray DeVito, but
Yeah.
that wallpaper is quote tripping balls.
It is.
From
Don't-
Jesse.
yeah.
Jesse Ray sent no words.
Love you, Jesse Ray.
Jesse Ray, you're my sugar.
Kirkland Red 100s. Who was feeding info to Chad Zumach? Yeah, I would like to know the answer to that
no
question.
idea.
too.
I have like
We are both perplexed that he knew exactly, well, not exactly, but he pretty much knew what happened at that fucking meeting.
yeah.
And I'm like, who? And he knew like right after. Beyond me, who the fuck there or outside of there that knew about it would tell him anything, let alone
Uh-huh.
pretty much what happened.
Yeah, like I have a few ideas of maybe who it was, but then when you come to that person, I'm not going to say their name, but it's like, do they even talk to Chad? Like maybe they could have, but it's never like, oh, this is obvious, this person, But
That's the thing. I couldn't think of anyone where if they wanted to feed an MLC person information, they would tell Kevin.
yeah,
Like, why in the world would they throw it to Chad? And he himself said it was somebody. His words were it was a one-off.
it was a one-off.
Someone that was at Compound as a one-off. So I don't even know what the fuck that means. But it's beyond me how he knew anything, let alone as much as he knew. It was pretty incredible.
It definitely made us wonder if he's like in our emails or has a microphone in the studio or something.
It would have to be the microphone because nobody wrote in an email what happened at that
happened,
meeting.
yeah.
As far as I know, like who would write exactly like how Gavin came in and said to Luby, the people that are talking the most matter the least. Why like fucking I don't think Chad knew that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know who the fuck. I would love to find out because I'd be very interested to see who's like the next day feeding him that type of shit.
Yeah.
Mhm. The Happy Plague Doctor. Look at how Sticks and Hammer 666 does his sponsorships. It's different and seems to be working out for him.
Sticks
He's
and
a big streamer.
Sticks, Hex, and Hammer. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember that. Where's my phone?
Even if you spell it wrong, it'll come up.
Sticks, X, and Hammer. Okay. Oh, you know who just texted me? Ryan. And he wants to know how to get into the studio. I wonder if that. I don't know if he's there right now.
I think he's trying to get in. He's trying to do inventory.
Yeah, he told me he was going there to do that, but I didn't realize he was doing it at fucking 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I know. I told him I've never been there later than 7 p.m.
I hope no one locked the door.
That's the thing. I can give him the password to the digital lock, but there's another key lock that I doubt he had. No way he has the fucking key for it.
But I don't know if anyone locked that part of it. Maybe. I don't know.
Also, I can't remember the password.
From Brian Kate, can we see Caitlin's box?
No, thank you.
Spelled it wrong.
Yeah, if you spelled it right.
Yeah, you spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
From Mike Chase, was Anthony ever a real boss?
In a shitty way, no. In like here's your paycheck and I'm taking you guys out for Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
I'm taking you guys here. He gave me money for my wedding. He gave me as like all the good things about a boss. Yeah. He was the perfect boss. He couldn't give a fuck what you did on the air. That was like the most important, most fun thing. Is that like none of that shit mattered. He was the best boss in that term, in those as far as on air and running a podcast company. But like boss, like telling us what to do to make things better or anything. No, he was like, you guys are hired for this reason, do your jobs, and we all have fun. And it was pretty much how it went for a long time.
That was the thing too. Like, none of us took advantage of him. We didn't like come in late because we know we wouldn't say anything, or like kind of slack off or not do what we were supposed to do because he's not going to really say. Like everyone just like manned up and did their job.
None of us.
Well,
could you think of one guy?
maybe well, but the majority of us, I guess. Yeah.
I can think of one, but I love him, so I won't even say who.
From Dent Fixer, I subscribed to Compound from day one. Sucks that you guys got shafted. ESP Garrett, enjoyed you guys fill in for Ant then when he was down. Thanks for the entertainment.
Thank you.
That was a big catalyst for this show, was filling in for him, and everyone seemed to enjoy it and wanted us to do it. That was a very complimentary.
I was very surprised that when we filled in for Anthony, the Twitter feed wasn't just, what the fuck? These guys fucking suck. I fucking hate him.
Two guys from the booth.
I fucking hate Steve. I want him dead. I hope he fucking gets his head blown off. He fucking stinks. I was expecting like just 100 comments of that. And there were only a couple of those. For the most part, it was, hey, thank God they covered. Like, thank God they filled in. That was fun. And I was just like, really? Jesus. That's not what I expected, but thank you for the big bucks.
From George Keene, thanks for the delayed super chat theater. Appreciate you reading them all. What about Opie or Stuttering John as guests?
Dude, I was thinking that very soon, the next time Opie has a Gebhard's night, we just go. And we just show up like, hey, Opie, need a couple of producers?
I'd do that.
I think it would be very funny.
Yeah, because he definitely would recognize me and know, I have no ill will toward him. I don't know if he would think it's some sort of Anthony espionage thing or something, but I can't imagine.
We could be like, no, dude, we got fired.
We got fired, yeah.
Like, not that I think he would ever hire us or anything. Like
he does a show. Hire.
He does a show like this from his laptop in a bar. He doesn't need us. But I think it'd be funny to just show up like Stancil did and just be like, hey, what's going on here? And just, ask for a job interview right there. And I'll hold up my N-word sign in the middle of it and get his YouTube taken down. But yeah, that's a good idea. And Stuttering John, of course, he's, He's the hottest thing on the internet. I would love to have him.
Since the first day he was on Compound, I hated him.
Don't say that.
Sorry.
We're here trying to get this guy. I'm trying to make with this broad Henry.
He went to our first ever Christmas party when it was me, Keith, Anthony, Ratner, Keith's wife, my wife, girlfriend at the time, and Stuttering John. And then he acted like he was the cool guy, and I was the one that everyone should be making fun of at the dinner.
Oh, he picked you?
He kept trying to look at this guy. What are you eating with a fork? Or what, all this stupid stuff. And no one really was going along with it, but Anthony didn't want to be rude to him because it was maybe the first a few times that John had been on the show,
he didn't understand he was dealing with a brain damaged person.
Yes.
Or maybe he did and he was still just being polite. But I'd love to have one.
Oopsie. From Fitzy, do you want to have your own studio, produce other people's shows? Is that even a viable option anymore? Will people pay for a higher quality show?
Sure. The thing is, somebody would have to make like a major investment in the equipment, and they would have to pay the monthly rent on a studio. This is the exact reason we don't have a job, just because it costs a lot of money. And if we get people coming in that want to make their own podcasts and we charge them the right amounts, it could be very viable and make us all money.
But everyone has a podcast studio in their house now, just like this. So, why do you need to?
You can get best #1 Chinese microphone, and you don't need the Garrett and Steve. You just need a shitty microphone with no plug for the war.
Very good.
That was one of the worst parts of my Compound job was when it would be rentals, and these shows would come in, and you just have to grin and bear it, or just sit through it, and you could care less of what they're talking about, but you have to be nice to them and everything.
We did so many boring fucking rentals that it seemed like they were whoever their audience was, they were trying to kill them with just I'm gonna be as inane as humanly possible for 2 hours. Which is, the name of this show. But
from WS, plans on dabbling in the Dabbleverse. You have at least a few untold stories.
Again, we could be forced to by our producers, our booth boys.
Yeah.
If they want to make us do Dabbleverse stuff, then that's how that goes. But we don't have any plans on that. We like just doing whatever we want. We just hang out, talk about internet bullshit.
Yeah.
And talk about jerking off and ice cream. So we don't need
gambling, sports, movies.
We enjoy talking about things that aren't the same couple retards over and over and over again. But I understand the entertainment value and all of that, and I can get behind it. And if we watched some stupid, someone produced our show for us and sent us Stuttering John clips and watch these, they were funny. It would probably work. I'd probably enjoy it and probably be like, yeah, that was funny. But it's not our outright plan to do anything like that.
And a lot of other shows do that too.
There's a whole network.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shuli's got the fucking. He has an entire show dedicated to John Melendez. There's already plenty of that out there. It's not like you need us to be in there, but we will do it if it's what's wanted of us.
From Derek of Rivia, Patreon is too pricey. MSSP is the model to follow. Early subs are grandfathered for $1 or $2. Everyone after, let's say, 250 patrons pays full price. I've never heard of this.
Listen, we could do that if we had the amount of subscribers that Shane Gillis brings to the table. We could charge $1 and just be like, yeah, everybody pay $1 and you can get as many shows as you want and you can fucking come to our house and we'll jerk you off for $1.
If we had 100,000 subscribers for $1, I would do that.
It would be the easiest decision I've ever made. And then I'd still charge $2. But we know who we are. We know the amount of people we bring from our fucking day one of coming from a production booth and trying to start our own show. So we have to give people at least a fun way to interact with the show. Sure, you got to pay more, but it's the more you pay, the more your show this becomes, and the more invested you become. And further down the road, we might start a Discord. We might do other things that get people more involved. But doing it for cheap is I mean, if nobody signs up, fine. Maybe we'll try doing it for cheap. But at that point, we wouldn't even bother with any of it. We'd just be like, all right, like we're not making any money, so
Yeah.
like why bother the $2 thing? We can cheapen everything if we get way more subscribers, basically.
So tell a friend, Derek.
Yeah, man, I was thinking maybe we should have some sort of goal like that. I think you could do that in Patreon where it's like once we hit just pulling 1,000 subscribers, then we'll do a live show every day or something like that, or some sort of stipulation. Like once we hit this point, then we can have the time to do more stuff or something.
That's exactly the easier this gets for us, then the more we can just give away. Like for free. You don't even have to you don't have to subscribe to anything other than like the YouTube and you get all for free. So.
And we're planning on streaming for free anyway, like every show, but then it goes behind them.
At least most of them.
Yeah, at least most of them. But maybe we do a special show just for the $10 and up people once a week or something. We'll have to figure it out.
We can like do one for free every week where no matter what, you can watch it on, on replay, like, watch it on our YouTube. And then like the other ones you have to pay for, but all the live streams are free. We're figuring it out right now because if you guys haven't heard yet, we got fired the other day. So we're, even though for years we should have been thinking what we're gonna do once we finally do get fired. I swear to God, I thought we had another year. Like I thought we had about another year, and I was like, we'll get to that. We'll figure it out. We can build up what we're doing on Compound more first, and then we can worry about what we're gonna do next. And then it was you guys were all fired, and we're shutting it down. And I was like, fuck, I thought we had some time.
Yeah.
From Brian Kate, WTF, I don't know how you got it. I was talking about Fizzle the Clown. You're amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. You figured that out.
Yeah, it looks like that's, I don't know how, I guess because it's the thing I made up.
But you weren't, it's Thistle Biscuits.
The original name was Fizzle Biscuits, but Gino just kept saying Thistle Biscuits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it turned into that.
And you were Thistle Biscuits or Aaron was?
No, I was. Oh, no!
Yeah, that's right.
What time my dick in it on? Piss on my shoes.
Right.
Oh, God. Ow. Ouch. You guys want to fucking see it? Yeah, that was me.
From 7 Second Strike, join the Dabbleverse, Trash John, and cash in.
That's the most appealing part.
Yeah.
Is that these guys are making money just talking about Stuttering John all the time. And it's like, apparently it does not get old. It's just
I mean, it makes sense. Every clip I see of him being stupid, it's like, oh yeah, that is pretty funny. Like, what an idiot.
It's not that I can't fathom it. I just, every day.
Did you see the clip? I guess he's living at home now. I don't know, but he was doing his live stream and his mom just comes in the corner and he's like, what's going on, Mom? And she said something. He's like, well, all right, thanks. Kind of shoot her away.
See, this is the thing where he is literally, his life is a cartoon. He's a cartoon character. And everything he does is funny because he exists as this bizarre internet weirdo that has brain damage. Want some of this?
You got glasses. Nice. Sure.
From Civio, thanks, Booth Boys. Rapesh and Oreo Connor was peak in hot water. What are your favorite in hot water moments?
Doing Rapesh with Aaron and Gino, and obviously you were there too, but I feel like you didn't chime in for too much of that stuff. But yeah, doing this voice and people thinking, oh my God, this guy doing funny time, doing big time stink. It was so much fun because it's one of those things where like the stars aligned and something I thought was funny, other people also thought was funny. Yeah. And they wanted me to do it like every day at one fucking point. And I was like, listen, there's no way the people listening still want to fucking hear this shit. It is too much. But we did it so much. People always tell me, oh, Rapesh. I haven't done Rapesh in years. Yeah. People still tell me, oh my God, you're so funny. I'm like, how? It's just this.
My favorite in hot water moments are the times we got Aaron to show gay porn to the public. Like by far the hardest I've ever laughed ever in any radio context or podcast context. Like God, getting him on a full flight while he's in the front row of first class to hold up his phone and point it backwards and just the worst gay porn. And he just showed it to the whole plane. Oh my god.
Dude, those moments I would laugh so hard I would like almost pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like from laughing, like that snap, like, oh, I'm laughing too hard, too fast. Whenever Aaron would show his phone to people, or Gino, because Gino got caught a bunch of times too, and we threw up immediately, the gay porn. And that was me and you tag teaming, because you would pull up the porn, and I would throw it on screen. And that was me and you, fucking our Wonder Twins moment. Gay porn! And we would fucking...
We'd be waiting for him to turn the phone around.
You hit play, I throw it up, and we would have to time it perfectly so we didn't see it, and only the person looking saw it. My favorite, obviously, the plane, because that was the first time, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was the second time, but the first time to Aaron. The first time I think we did it was when Gino was in California, and he was talking to a security guard.
I think that was after.
Was it?
Yeah, because
That makes sense.
he knew of the bit, you know. He had never gotten got before,
Right.
And we got him. Now he was like, because he was just like,
He kept talking to this Indian security guard, and he was just like, "Yeah, look, I'm on a podcast. Look," and he's just the second he did this with his phone, we threw the gay porn up, and he's just showing the guy gay porn, and the guy went. The guy immediately snapped his head back. Was like, "Okay, all right, get away from me. Get the fuck away from me." And Gino was like, "The fuck's that guy's problem?" Because I think we also took it down the second he brought his phone back to himself, and he was just like, "I don't know what that guy's problem is. He was acting weird."
Oh, that was great.
But yeah, the Aaron on the plane showing everyone behind him gay porn. Because now he's trapped on a plane with all these people he should have showed gay porn to. And Aaron, he legitimately thought he had to run out of the Hooters.
The Hooters, yeah.
Because he's talking to the Hooters girls. He ordered food and he's waiting for like his to-go order. And he's like, "Hey, look, I'm on a podcast." And the second he showed his phone to these Hooters girls, we threw gay porn up. And the girl went, oh. And he was just like, "Guys, you just made me like sexually assault that woman. Like, I got to get out of here now. I think they're calling the cops."
Yeah, he was nervous. All right.
From Doogie, maybe Gavin fed Chad the info, which is the ultimate Kaiser Soze move to minimize the damage. If info is out, then it makes it, quote, easier on fans.
That's too like 4D chess for Gavin, even though Gavin's very smart and
Scotch Jew.
do that. Yeah, but
I can't see, because the way Chad talked about him, it wasn't in a positive light.
yeah.
Even as like a badass who just came into this place and said, "You're all fucking fired." Or maybe just Chad told it wrong and Gavin wanted him to be like, "No, you gotta make me seem like a badass. And make sure you mention I was really well dressed. I'm a fashion icon. You gotta make sure you tell them I was well dressed and I came in and I was like, 'You're all fucking fired.'"
From George Keene, get the camera MFer as a sponsor. Oh, manufacturer.
Oh.
Let's see. It's Mao No. Literally the leader of the country at one point, Mao.
Now, no.
Yeah, Mao No is the name of this fucking shitty mic company with no power cable.
From Anne Frank, Ryan's stuck out in front of the studio.
He texted me. He wants to call into the show. Can we make that happen?
Well, if he calls your phone, you can put it up to the
Yeah.
microphone.
If I do this, does this come?
Or I
through?
could call him and put it up to the mic.
Hello?
Can you hear that?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know if everyone else can.
We can hear him.
Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Can you hear Ryan?
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear him.
No, Chrissy, can you hear Ryan?
Yes.
Oh, you
I
can.
think Compound Sensor is going to have to get used to a lot of little technical difficulties, like what we just had just there with my AirPod. Was connected, sounded bad, couldn't switch the input.
Just to let you know, Ryan, you are on the Garrett and Steve show live.
Oh, he knows.
Oh,
Okay.
I know. I'm a subscriber.
Okay, good. Just
Hell
wanted-
yeah! Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
I'm also standing out here outside of the studio emeritus.
Are you in the building or are you outside of the building?
You know, it's funny you should ask. I'm outside of the building.
Yeah, you're gonna need
Nobody
a.
get in.
See, if you're an employee of Compound Media, you'll have a key card that'll let you in.
I completely forgot. I didn't think you were going to be going late at night because during the day the doors just open. But at night, you need a key card to unlock it.
You sure do, Steve. That's a great point. And I'm here.
Can you wait till
Realize that.
someone opens the door?
Yeah, I'm sure
At
someone
11?
in the wet spot should be wrapping up. Drew and Gino want to let you know they are streaming as well. Nobody go over there to check it out because they're not trying to compete, but they have to run a test. They're running a test, and so they're not trying to draw viewers away.
Okay. Well, I don't care.
They told me to tell you that. So if you're missing 13 viewers, are you going in here? You are? Oh, God. Development.
Nice.
You're
I
in.
have entry.
No,
amazing.
now the thing is, you need an elevator key to turn 9th floor on.
No, here's the thing.
You
You're
can walk up the stairs.
not going to be able to take the elevator, but you can walk up all 9 flights.
Oh boy, that's gonna be cool. Like carrying stuff down. And...
Oh,
Well, no, you can take
God.
the elevator down,
Uh-huh.
but you cannot take it up without the key.
Oh my God.
You're not going to the 9th floor by chance, are you? Are you
Oh
going
my
to the 9th
God.
floor by any
This poor
chance?
guy.
You might live
Do you
there.
have a key for the 9th floor? Okay, sorry. Do you need help? Okay, no problem. All right, so stairs, here I come. Isn't there
Oh my God.
stairs though?
No, there's no key. It's like an emergency exit type deal.
No, that looks like it's very locked.
Oh no.
Damn
The
it.
stairwell's locked?
I've never seen the stairwell lock, but I can believe it.
Stairwell that's to the left of the elevator?
They might have like a new door there. Oh boy.
We have a studio.
Can you
upstairs.
troubleshoot with Ryan? I am gonna piss my pants.
You
Okay.
gotta get to. Do you have a stairwell key by chance? All right, so I'm just inside the lobby now. So air conditioning, pretty cool.
While Ryan waits for help, let's go to more super chats. Derek of Rivia
Everyone, that's-
MSSP was doing $1 before he was on compound.
and I was just gonna go in there and inventory stuff. They're
Okay.
not up there now. I'm the only person. I have the door code once I get up there, but I can't get up there. It's not possible.
This is going great.
We have more super chats, Garrett.
Thank you. Damn. Yeah, it looks like I'm just now in the lobby, but that didn't change anything. I guess I got to come here during the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
But I
that
wanted to
sucks.
say, because I've been listening to like the 5-hour, I didn't finish it yet, but the 5-hour final Garrett and Steve stream and a couple of the interviews and stuff, and just getting all feely about it because, you know, like I've been fucking, like I have everything that I have because of Compound and you guys being so hospitable, like and making that place just feel good. Like as soon as you walk in for the first time, just like so welcomed in. And then when you return, you're welcome to be as zany as you want to be. Like whatever you could think of. You could you could pretend to be Chris Laker, which 5 people would understand that. But like nail Chris Laker. So like
I love that guy, Chris Laker. He used to have segments on Pat Show, like Man on the Street, but we'd green screen them. And I thought they were really, you know, he like put time into it and wrote stuff, and it was really good.
Yeah. And then I saw you mentioning the Frid Zone too.
Yeah.
We're good. Management number? I don't.
Okay. Name is
Yeah.
what do you want to do now?
I don't know. Stand here until maybe somebody.
Dude, I am so. Well, I'm not sorry. I guess this is what was set up for you. Sorry.
Honestly, this is what I was hoping would happen.
Nothing else was ever gonna happen because we all would have happily just given you like, oh yeah, you need a key. We talked on the phone, but I didn't think you were going at night. So it didn't even occur to me. I didn't even think like, oh, you're gonna need the key. You're gonna need this because during the day you can just go right up there. But yeah, this is the type of shit that's gonna be a constant in your life for the next few months.
Well, it's everybody else that'll have to deal with it. Because for me, I'm just thinking I got a nice little trip to New York City. I got to drive down here and park. Maybe illegally. I'd have to find out. I'm not sure. It's only 15 minutes from here, so I just got to walk there and see. But no, I'm not complaining. It sounds like I am. But
Are you at
Yeah,
least excited that you're going to be taking the Garrett job and
and
hopping in his
the
grave?
Drew job and the Steve job.
Well, yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Is it's going to be a lot rolled into one. It's all on you
I
now.
haven't chose which one of you guys I'm going to replace yet.
No, don't worry. It's all of us.
No, but it is. It's like it's definitely impossible to feel just like happy or content or like, yeah, ooh, that was a close one. You guys are like people that, I mean, me and Steve, we worked. It was like we're fucking like, not to trivialize soldiers, but here it goes. We were like soldiers on the battlefield working for a gay British man named Milo. Like every night,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like, we're going to build an actual wall with concrete and bricks.
Yes, dude, that
Wait,
was a
who's gonna
nightmare.
Clean that up? You didn't hire people to clean that up. It's weird. It's like, oh no, it's you.
We had to
do all
take
of it.
apart and re-put back the studio every Friday night, and it was. I was actually excited to do it at first because I'm like, yeah, my new producer job. I get to do all this stuff.
Move
But
the couch and stuff in there.
He always wanted so much shit, and he was never happy anyway. So I was like, well, why are we fucking always doing all this? You always tell me like this is wrong and this is fucked up. Like, dude, fuck it then. Like, what's the problem? You quit that job because he was so fucking crazy about. I remember he treated you like complete shit.
I don't know if I don't think I did have the power to quit. I think what happened was Gavin was like, you're like monopolizing all of my dude's time here, and he needs to do other stuff.
Oh.
And even though it was like at night, but I think that's what happened because I don't think I would like leave a job, even if it sucked that bad. I think something else must have happened. And then shortly after, like, the show was canceled. So I think it really was something between them. But yeah, I haven't been like on this street, and it's like I'm just kicking myself for like not going into the studio, like on those Wednesdays. Like there were a couple of Wednesdays I could have came down and with Gavin.
You blew it.
Been at the studio.
Yeah, you're gonna spend nights thinking about that and not be able to sleep because you ruined your own life.
The past 3 nights I've been, trying to wrap my head and my heart. Okay.
Well, Ryan, only look to the future because you have bright days ahead for you. I mean, they're gonna be annoyed. I do not envy you for all the shit you're gonna have to do, but at least there will be fun. Like, I picture you and Anthony literally having like a Tony Soprano off, and the two of you just going back and forth, going difficult situation. I think you'll have fun, but it's gonna be rough at first.
It will be. No, that's for sure. But I just want everybody to like immediately start just doing way better, so that way, like, come on, guys, let me feel good.
We're on our way.
Enjoy this. I know you guys are actually killing with this, and thanks to Chrissy too, right? For the stream. But like, dude, these clips. First of all, they're doing well on views for being so new, and then second of all, they're really good. Like I watched all of them. I think I watched everyone except for Buschetti because I think we know how that one's gonna go. Like, I would think you guys. Yeah, we get it. Okay. No, I will watch it. It's just but the other one's really good, and a lot of just good reminiscent stuff.
Brian, what would be very funny if
What?
like tonight you just quit.
It would be funny. What are you gonna do now? No, that would be such like a good. Be like, sorry, Gavin, I'm a compound boy through and through. I'm wearing a mask of a you guy, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be.
I was just thinking. I was thinking about like I used to like live at like across the river in Union City, New Jersey, at a hostel. In order to like be close, because if I have 2 days in a row here doing stuff, I want to be close, and some nights there's no train to take back home, so I would just like live and work at this hostel across this like river, and talk to them about Trump, like these black guys that live they live there, like $25 a night with like bunk beds and shit. It's just a wild time.
Cool.
But it was so good, man. It's just like it was such like a weird thing happening in the city, and only the coolest people knew about it. Just like going downtown, like buy wigs and just do bits. But
yeah, no, we are sad and we reminisce as well, but we will move forward and we will
that's right.
always.
Yeah, sorry.
We always have the time we had. I also have an entire hard drive filled with the dump 1 through 491.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm doing with all that yet, but I have it. So maybe I'll just I'll put that on something. But we do have to get to our super chats and hang up our show because we've been going for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We're keeping Chrissy up. She has a baby to take care of.
Yeah, we are.
That's right. I'll punch out and I'll keep watching the show, and I will,
Good luck getting inside.
loyal patron.
Yes.
I gave up.
Okay, good.
Chrissy, no, we're not blaming you. We're just saying we know we're holding everything up with the super chat. We were supposed to end as soon as the mics cut out. But thank you, Ryan, for calling in and taking our jobs.
Thank you guys for everything. and
Wish
sorry
you
about
nothing
that.
but bad luck.
You're welcome.
If I was really Japanese, I'd accept the food rather than do this. Move forward. But yeah, God bless you guys, and I'll be watching. And yeah, man.
Cool. Later, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. We love you.
Love
Peace,
you.
brother. Love you.
It was nice to check in with Ryan in front of the building, not able to get in.
Perfect scenario for us.
That is day one of a lot of that type of stuff happening.
Oh my God! Like
There was no, and I have no problem with telling Ryan passwords and shit and doing any of that, but you can't just
there was no
rip everything out.
Transfer of power at all.
No.
Where we okay, here's the stuff for Anthony's show, and here's the stuff for nothing.
Intros, outros, fucking backgrounds. None.
Yeah.
I mean, which he doesn't need the background anymore, but none of the other files were sent anywhere, and nobody asked. And it's well, who were even sent? I guess we could all just send random shit to Ryan, but we're a little scorned.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
We're a little pissed about not. It's free work, so it's not happening.
If I was asked to do it, I would have done it, but I'm not going to tell them to think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, next
All
super
right.
chat. Derek of Rivia, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, or MSSP. I think Matt Shane's Secret Show. I thought. Was doing it $1 before he was on Compound, but he was a stand-up. He never gave a fuck about the podcast doing well because he knew he was getting paid doing stand-up gigs. So, he basically could have just given it out for free at that point. He didn't even need the $1. It was just to get people used to paying him. But yeah, if we were doing stand-up comedy, maybe if I break out the box of props, we could just give you free shows all week. We won't even charge you the fucking $1. But we're trying to bank on building what we're doing because this isn't hey, this is it. The shitty mics that broke halfway through the show and the shitty webcam, that's all you're getting forever for your money. We want to build a real show with a real kind of studio, even if it's in one of our houses, that's worth paying for watching. And again, once we have a certain amount of money, we can just give half of it away for free, a quarter of it away for free. We're not trying to fucking bleed you people out of money. But we want to take in money so we can make all this better and do a funny fucking show. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, once we get a few good cameras or whatever, or just multiple cameras or something, and just looks better and sounds better, it'll be better.
Yeah, and that's we're charging so we can keep doing it. I mean, because we don't have another backup plan. The other backup plan is getting full-time jobs. There's no other thing. Oh, Bob Gable. Anthony said everyone is under no NDA and can use any material on his channel. So you can use clips. What is that? Hold on. Under no NDA and can use any material on his channel. So you can use clips of you.
Yeah, we have all our own clips or whatever. We can do whatever we want with it. Anthony's cool with that.
Anthony, another thing he's always been great on is if you worked at his company and you filmed anything, it's all yours.
Yeah.
He's not going to keep you under some fucking weird contract. We never signed any contract for doing anything. So, we have all our own shit. He has no problem with just letting us take everything we ever filmed there and putting it on our own website. So yeah, another great boss move was him just letting us all do our own thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob.
It's Eric Nagel.
Hey!
You can probably thank you, E-Rock.
Wow.
Good hearing from you. We gotta have him on the show someday.
Definitely.
So probably soon. You probably can get sports betting sponsors now. Let's bet on comedy. You sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And what he means by now is probably now that we're off, the COVID N-word website. We can just pretend we've never done any bad things in our lives, and we can get a sports in. 100% in.
Good
I like
idea.
that idea.
Thank you. George Keane, Stud Joe and Opie are comedy gold with how retarded they naturally are. You couldn't make it up. If you tried, also keep expenses low.
I don't know. I want to get expenses pretty high at some point.
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah. I want to pay a bottle girl to walk around the show at some point. Just walk around and feed us drinks.
At some point, I want like 4 producers hired for us, and we'll build a studio and start subscribing.
I can't wait to fire all of them. I just want to do this so they get comfy. I wanted them to get all comfy. I want to pay them their fucking welfare, and I want to fucking just rip the rug out from under them one day right before the 4th of July.
Garrett, after being fired, do you regret leaving SiriusXM to join Compound Media? No. Like, I loved working for Jay Thomas. Jay Thomas was as good of a boss as Anthony, like with the doesn't care what you do, like isn't telling you how to do things or yelling at you or anything. And
not like an Opie where he throws his power around just to do it.
Yeah.
Like Anthony did the opposite. He had power he should have been using and he didn't.
Yeah, but SiriusXM, like I hated the organization. It was just not fun to work for. They were crappy with raises and stuff like that. And I don't know, didn't like it.
It would be one thing though, also if you got fired like 2 years in or something, and it's like, it feels like I just got here. You were at Compound for like 10 years.
Yeah.
You got your money's worth.
That's as long as I was at Sirius for.
It's longer than any job I've ever been in. Like you did it. It just, we got so attached to that job because we just had fun every day. We would do that forever if we could.
Totally.
I would fuck money. Like I made enough. So I was fine with how much I was making and I would just do that for every day forever.
Ding.
Viking. Tendara, did you guys and Drew build the Compound studio set and set up the tech lighting? There's a market for business that sets up tech lighting and sets for indie podcasters / content creators. No, me and Drew did not. Did Ben set all that up?
Yeah.
It was Ben Ratner, the Proud Boys founder.
And then they like hired lighting guys to come in and set up all the lights and stuff. But John Serino and I were paid to build Gavin's studio when it was in his house. And then Andrew Schultz consulted with John and I, like brought us in to see how to build a podcast studio. And I'm not sure, he didn't need me, but I'm not sure if he used John or not, but there was some involvement there. And then like Ratner has built a lot of studios for people. He's good at that.
So basically the long and short is that's a good gig to pick up randomly and make some cash.
But it's like a one-off kind of thing.
It's hard to make that like your everyday full-time job of just like, I just build podcast studios every day.
And then you got to be like a business guy and try to like set your prices and I don't want to deal with all that.
We might have to deal with something like that, but you deal with it if that's the thing you want to do, and we can make good money.
Yeah.
From what it seems like, the gigs are few and far between, and the money is okay. Like it's not fucking making $1 million setting up someone's fucking microphones.
Yeah. Ding. Joe F. How hard did you guys laugh when you saw the 10 years Compound logo animation I sent in on Thursday, not knowing the situation was? Very hard.
I'm still laughing about that. No, I was fucking dying. I was like, I can't wait to use this. This is the perfect, like, we made it 10 years, and then yank the fucking plug out as soon as we play it. Yeah, I fucking was dying. Yeah, Joe F sent us a lot of stuff over the years that was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
He sent me graphics personally for the dump that were just to make fun of my fat friend Frank.
Yeah.
That I still laugh about when I think about it. How Frank pissed him off, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, I don't know who the fuck this fat guy is, but here's an entire intro opening fucking scroll for your stupid friend."
Didn't he do another intro disc to someone else?
Multiple to Frank.
Oh, it was multiple to Frank. I thought there was someone else kind of recently. He did that too. Where there was like stuff written on the wall. Maybe that was the Frank one.
Yeah, the Frank one definitely had stuff. I might be.
Yeah.
I'm just not remembering. But yeah, it was very funny. We made it exactly 10 years and then got kicked out. But hey, Compound's not dead forever. Anthony is still doing it.
Yeah.
And Chrissy and Gino, if that, works out, which it seems like it's working out. So Chrissy, Gino, and Anthony are now Compound censored. So it ain't over. We're just not part of it. Bob Gable. Are Gino and Pat working together now? LOL.
Technically, they are.
They are under the same roof. The same Compound censored umbrella. I was saying to you, I don't know if I said it on the air, that I hope that what happens is Gavin pulls Gino and Pat into a meeting, and he's like, listen, the numbers for both your shows aren't enough, but if we put them together,
oh my God,
we can really make money with you two. We just need you guys to do one show together. If Gavin wanted to be the funniest guy on the planet, he would force that to happen, and it would be the fucking funniest thing. I would subscribe to watch it. To watch the Pat and Gino in Hot Crime show.
Pat wouldn't get a word in, I don't think. I think Gino
would get a word in.
You don't think Gino would just cut him off?
Dude, it would be two people screaming. It would be two people screaming into microphones. Because the idea also is that they have to be in the same room.
Yeah.
Now we can put them in big boxes, like literally put them in cages. Gino and Pat in cages so they can't touch each other, but they have to be in the same room doing a show for like 2 hours a day. I think it would be the funniest fucking thing anyone's ever done.
Yeah.
Like force two people that hate each other to do a podcast together 4 days a week, 5 days a week in cages.
George Keane, thank you again. Also, maybe a collab with Radio Gunk. I love their anti-stern cottage industry. Their sense of humor would jive with you two, I feel. I've heard of them, but I never heard them. Like, I've heard of Radio Gunk.
I was never big into the Stern world. I literally was introduced into radio funny shit with Opie and Anthony. That's why I never got into Stern, because I started with them and it was a beef. So I'm like, I don't fucking like that guy. So, but yeah, sure. Why not? I would like to make fun of Howard. Mm-hmm. I think that's fun. I would have it. Yeah, I'd do that. Wow. George Keane. He's absolute Keane.
His locked-out skin is a killer.
He rage put that in while Ryan was on the phone. Absolute Keens.
And Frank, $5. Click
So these are super chats that were coming in when Ryan was on the phone. Click hilarious Aaron Berg bit. And they're all $2 because they were just like rapid fire. $2. Can we get rid of Ryan now? I didn't think he was that bad on the phone.
Oh, he was. You went to the bathroom at some point. It was like, all right, enough already with your feelings and stuff. Sucks you're stuck outside, but geez.
It sucks you have to have our job now.
Yeah.
But no, I like Ryan. I'll never.
Exactly.
Oh, I broke the cork. Oh, that sucks. I have to just shove it in. 7 second strike. Locked out emo guy is Radio Gold new show. Oh my God, poor Ryan.
Larry C, they're telling us you have to go, Ryan. I thought about saying that to him.
Oh my God, I didn't realize how many people were getting fucking mad at that. It's so funny.
It was like he didn't want to hang up. Which I kind of get. He's stuck outside. He's talking to people and having fun.
Yeah, I get it, but at the same time, Whatever. I don't care.
Why
I
would
love Ryan.
Gino go live against you? It's ruthless. I
What
know.
the
We're gonna have to call him out on that.
Call him out. We're gonna have to break his fucking legs. Who does he think he is? The guy we do shows with still?
Maybe he's a little hurt that we're on our own Patreon.
We're on his Patreon too. We all have a Patreon together. He ain't hurt. Fucking. Ugh.
Yul Brenner Shadow Muppet. Heather Hooker here, apologizing for jamming up the phones of my drunken multiverse on the last night. So happy to see you guys back at some point.
I love
that call where you were on a minute delay talking to yourself.
She's talking to herself on the show.
Hey Heather, I hear you. Yeah.
No, wait. No, I didn't. Hold on. It
were
was
great, Heather.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
love you, Heather. I loved it particularly.
Mhm.
But my God, I would, I guess because I had enough booze in me, I would have let that go for another hour. But I saw you losing your mind. Like, holy fucking, we gotta get off this phone
It
call.
like just kept going and going, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Oh wow, George Keane,
Absolute Keens. Absolute Keens in the chat. Absolute.
Seriously, if you're working out of D house or build an addition on to one of your homes, imagine tax deductions. Garrett can deduct wine night. No, but that's what my wife brought up to me. She's like, now you're working for yourself, so like everything's tax deductible.
Yeah, what if like Ubers here are tax deductible and shit? Like,
That's
a work expense.
transportation to work. Yeah.
Yeah. What if me putting my kid to bed with a sound machine? That's tax expense. I need to do that every night to do the show.
But I kind of tried that. You know, you put up your cell phone bill and your internet bill because you're using it for work, but it never like totals up enough money to actually get any sort of deduction from it.
I'm fine with that. I'll take fucking, scratch off lottery money from the government. As long as they don't have it, I'm fine. If literally I got a check every year for $50.
But it's not even that. Like you have to reach a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
You get. It's not like percent. It's not like you get 2% if you.
So you could be keeping track and keeping receipts for all this shit that ultimately gets you nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
I would still do it just in case I cannot pay these fucking pieces of shit another fucking $1. Dude, I open up an IRA every year when I pay my taxes just because it makes my taxes cheaper and I get more money back. I'm like, good. I'll pay myself years down the ride. I don't care if I have to fucking take the money out and pay those crazy penalties. Fine, as long as I'm not paying these cocksuckers, because they already take so much fucking money. I can't even fathom how they take more. It drives me nuts.
Absolute Keens.
Absolute Keens. Dude, okay, so the chat has become Absolute Keens.
Gino and Pat in low rent Squid Games. Oh my God. Where they have to try to kill each other?
No, not even kill each other. They compete.
In like deadly games.
In like, fucking Ninja Warrior type games. Yeah, I'd love that. I would love making them interact. Jason Lynch, the beauty is that through disappointment you can gain clarity. And with clarity comes conviction and true originality. Conan O'Brien, you guys got this. Well, thank you, Jason.
Wow.
That was very encouraging.
That is true, though. Like, usually when something bad happens to you, you look back on it in a year and you're like, what was I so worried about? Or, something like that.
Or you look back in a year and you're like, Jesus Christ, I have to suck cock for
ruined
crack
it
money.
all.
Everything's in the trash. I still have no money.
I'm taking pictures of my balls for OnlyFans.
Yeah, but hey, if we are to take lead from our fearless leader, every time Opie and Anthony got fired, up until the last one, they got a better deal.
Yeah.
So maybe us getting fired is the doorway to us having a better deal with ourselves.
Yeah, maybe we'll sign a big radio contract.
Yeah, totally. But serious, and we'll get it at fucking $20 million each. Until we take pictures of scaffolding, and then it's all over.
And a picture of someone shitting.
Yeah, they both got canned over pictures.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't ever actually put that together that way. Fucking rolling shitting. Mike Chase, was Artie's drug use obvious to the booth guys? I wasn't really there for Artie, but I'm sure it was.
Yeah. Like, not every time, but there'd be some times where he'd go to the bathroom and just come, like remember the Rich Voss episode when he came back from the bathroom and his nose just started bleeding and stuff. But yeah, like it wasn't honestly obvious, but there were a few times where he took too much or something like that. But a lot of times you couldn't tell because maybe he was just high all the time too. So I don't know. But yeah.
Did you ever share?
Never. I never even like saw it or heard, like.
Well, do you think he was tooting heroin or tooting coke? Because apparently he did both.
Yeah, maybe. But he never seemed like coked up.
Right.
He always seemed down, like heroin or something.
But if you're a heroin guy, once you get coked up, I doubt you are now bouncing off the walls. You're probably just like, it's like you drank a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh, hey, my eyes are fully open a little. It's really all I can imagine. Anywho, beep.
Thank you, Chrissy, for doing this.
Yeah, Chris, we are so sorry we kept you up.
Paul R. Nelson.
Paul R. Nelson. You should have had Bobo visit Ryan the way Mr. White had Jesse visit Gail.
It's too many references for me.
I get the Bobo visit Jesse, Mr. White. That's
from
Breaking
Reservoir
Bad.
Dogs?
No, Breaking Bad because Jesse's Breaking Bad. Visit Gail. Who's Gail? Gail?
I don't know.
Gail?
Gail was his wife, I think.
No, I thought his wife was fucking Skyler.
Oh, right. You're right. I'm retarded.
Skyler, I am the one.
What was the one time I didn't see the whole series, but there was like a time where Mr. White was in like a drug dealer's office and shit went bad.
Tuco?
I don't know, like a Hispanic guy or something.
Oh, like that was in like the first couple seasons. I think, the Tuco thing.
That wasn't that, I guess.
That ain't Gail.
Okay.
Is Gail Jesse's girlfriend that Walter White watches die? That might be the reference. So there is an episode.
Gail was Gus's cook.
Gus's cook. Oh, the science guy, the gay Gail guy. He was like a weird sciencey guy. Gail was the apprentice. Yes, I know who they're talking about now. Fuck, but I don't remember the scene where Bobo visits Ryan in a Gail, Mr. White, Jesse way. I'll try. We'll play that or something next time. So I fucking completely drawn a blank. Nick Farrell or Farrell. Maybe start a podcast for rent setup where you are the producers, like subscription studio. Charge extra for add-ons, graphics, commentary, etc. Yeah, no, we the hard part of that is the overhead.
Yeah,
because we had a little bit of a setup like that at Compound where people could rent the studio, but I didn't want to do it because I made like no money doing it.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is not worth I'd rather have. Because I used to have to come in on Fridays to do it. And I was like, I want to be off on Friday like everyone else because this money is like it's not worth coming in.
Do you think Gino now, because censored TV is a 5-day-a-week program. Like I wonder if Gino has to do 5 days a week now.
I remember from the meeting where we learned how much Gino makes and everything, which I think that's like a bad thing to do in a meeting is tell all the other employees how much someone's making.
Mm-hmm.
He has the same deal that he has at Compound. So it was 4 days a week for the money he was making 4 days a week.
Oh, okay.
So I think, and obviously Anthony must have hooked that up because he fucking,
cares about Gino.
Loves Gino, gave Gino his same job basically at Censored.
Mm-hmm.
But he also clearly, we'll see. Anywho. But yeah, we might try that if it works out money-wise. Yul Brynner's Shadow Muppet. Also, where the hell is the Censored studio? And can everyone throw down whiskey and Chambord like a Compound? No, that will not be happening. No.
And I still don't know where it is.
It's in the Bronx.
I know, but I said that in the meeting, and then he was like, well, I won't tell you exactly where it is or something. Like he still wouldn't even give it away to us.
I know. He said on the air it's in Larchmont.
Okay.
The only reason I know what that word is, Larchmont, is because of him saying it on the air.
Oh.
Because otherwise I'd have no idea.
That's not the Bronx.
It's in the Bronx.
It is?
It's like far into the fucking Bronx.
Oh, that's part of the Bronx.
Yeah, because once we found out, by the way, we were having a meeting that Monday. I was going through every possibility in my head of what's happening, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, maybe they're shutting down our studio, and we're gonna have to go to their studio to like consolidate because we don't have to pay the rent here, and that'll
Yeah,
save
yeah.
money. And it like made sense. I'm like, all right, they're gonna save however many grand a month on this fucking place if we all just have to go to one central location. And I was like, I remember him saying Larchmont multiple times on the air.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, let me Google how long it's going to take me to get there because I'm a dumb jackass. And I was like, oh, I can handle the fucking like hour and a half car ride this is going to be every day. Fucking 2 plus 2.5 hours by train. I was like, that's fine. I'll deal with that. I literally was like, oh, fucking, it's fine. But thank God. Honestly, part of being fired that was relieving was, well, at least I don't have to fucking go there now. I thought that might be what was happening once. Because, yeah, we were told, big meeting on Wednesday, on Monday.
Yeah.
So I had, 2 full days to think of all the bad shit that was probably coming my way.
That was another thing that threw at least me off was getting the text, in all caps, big meeting today. Like it was an exciting thing.
Yeah. Well, it was exciting for Gavin because he got to go to his friend's company and fire the staff. That's got to be fun. I would love to do that someday. But yeah, for us, it was not exciting. It was really the worst meeting I've ever been to in my life. I've never been so sad in a meeting in my life. It was real shit.
All right, Chrissy, we're almost at 3 hours. Do we have to? Are there that many super chats left that we have to get?
That was the final super chat.
Woo! Perfect. I just want to say thank you to Chrissy and Frank.
Chrissy, thank you so much especially because we went for fucking 4.5 days.
Oh, it's okay. Everybody subscribe to the Patreon that's scrolling down below and subscribe to Garrett and Steve show on YouTube. We'll be doing this at least a couple more days this week. In addition to anything else you might be doing with Gino. And if you guys hang tight, this stream is going to raid Gino and Drew's stream. So buckle up for more content.
Cool.
Please, can we be on that?
Gosh, I don't know.
I'd like to just at least pop in and say hi.
Oh God, I'm
if not, it's fine.
I really respect what you guys do. I have no I was panicking just bringing up the Corey Feldman video.
No, you found the perfect song. That was the right song.
Oh my God.
Things in perspective. I was just like, I guess maybe our jobs were nonsense.
They were hard.
You did it first try perfectly.
How would I possibly get you? No shit. You would have to get a link from them.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay.
Hope their stream cuts out and they burn alive.
All right. Thank you to everybody in the chat for watching. You guys are super generous. We
really
appreciate you all. And tune in for more tomorrow at time to be determined.
Yeah, same time tomorrow. I'll do this exact same thing tomorrow. Hopefully, I have better mics.
Yeah, that's
let's plan for that.
That your microphone said like best in America,
best in the world,
best global microphone sold worldwide,
best forever. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, Chrissy.
See you later.
Thanks to everyone that signed up for our Patreon and everything and subscribed.
Yeah,
it means a lot.
We love you guys.
Yes,
we really do. That's why we do this, because it's fun. We feel like we're talking to people we like.
Yeah.
Bye.